What is up, and welcome back to your favorite Wednesday night wrestling podcast with your host, Chuck Winchester, with your host, Josh DeBoard, with the returning guest. You've seen him before, you've heard him before, Michael Bennett, and your
I retained it.
So your current. Reigning, defending RSH heavyweight champion of the world, Yvonne DeBoard. Welcome back to regularly scheduled hostilities. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good to be back.
It's been a minute. I remember you've been in the garage.
All right.
I mean, by garage I mean studio. You've been in the RSH studio before.
No, so we did before the Rumble, and I think it came on once after. And
probably the week after we got back.
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense.
Yeah, and then soccer started, and I don't have a wife. So.
Because soccer sucks, bro. That's what happens.
Hey,
USA. Look, we won.
We did
in soccer.
soccer.
We beat Iran 1-0. So we advanced.
So it's just like the wars. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, never mind. We pull out and leave, and
I honestly I don't know my history. I haven't been in school in a while, and I drink a lot, so it doesn't matter to me.
that is the most American.
Right. Absolutely. But hey, welcome back. We keep saying the Rumble. That was almost a fucking year ago, 10 months ago.
That's wild.
That is.
I mean, it feels like yesterday when I almost fell and died, and we hung out with Bear and Corbin.
Yep.
It seems a long time
I
ago.
don't remember all about that.
I injured my elbow. See, Chuck, I got injured.
I injured
Chuck
my
about
knee.
Chuck about fucking fell.
And I don't remember how I got injured.
I landed on a kid, and his dad said, I heard his dad say, did he hit you? It's like, thank God I didn't, because I'm fucking apex right there.
Third Randy Orton there.
Did I
Right?
get laughed at by a homeless guy?
Probably. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Our roll will stay lower. We'll stay closer to the ground. So if you have to go get like your 8 beers,
NC. I need an NC.
Well, see, the tickets I was looking at was right by the Tron on like that corner.
Yeah. Oh, for Raw. Yeah. Yep.
It's like when they come out, we'd be right by. And it's like 29 in tickets. I'm like, fuck.
Can't beat that, man.
I think I sat there once when Aleister Black was there. He did the entrance, so you could see him running to like get in place.
You can see him behind the stage.
Yeah.
That's cool. We went to
So that means we get to watch Lashley get up on his little stage
and do it
and like oil himself up.
I want to see Scripps and his amazing flying ability.
Who is it?
Scripps.
If you don't watch NXT,
I don't know who that is.
You gotta watch NXT.
No.
Just do you remember
We've been trying
Reggie?
with him.
Reggie Bush?
No,
Reggie,
24/7
what the fuck you
champion.
mean Reggie Bush? What the fuck is wrong with you? The guy who used to be 24/7 champion and did all that crazy shit.
That probably wasn't on the Raw
That's
part.
Fuck.
Reggie Bush.
He was like, I didn't know Elias and them
He
on
used to
Raw.
be with
I got
Dana
a
Brooke.
tag title match.
It used to be
He's like,
Dana
oh, shit.
Brooke. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Good laps. Well, it was some
Reggie.
random dude that they brought in, and he was 24/7 champion.
You know who fucking Reggie is?
Reggie Bush.
I feel like I
He
recognize
was the
the
guy
name.
that was
Dana
always
Brooke
fighting
and-
R-Truth.
yeah.
He was
With
with
Dana
Nia
Brooke.
Jax
Dana Brooke.
when she was there.
Dana Brooke.
Reggie.
The name sounds familiar.
Like he did the fucking
Backflips.
Sin Cara jump off he'd
Mhm.
spring into the ring and shit.
Yeah, I recognize that name.
So
I
it's
guess.
him with a mask.
Yeah, they
and he does
repackaged him.
this
Oh.
the whole time.
Yeah, he's just like
I think I remember Reggie.
And then he leaves notes after he beats
yeah, he
somebody.
puts a note on his opponent when he's done with it.
I like that.
It's a killer gimmick.
I like that.
That's cool.
Like he puts a note like it's like
Got it. I like
I'm
that.
done with you.
That's fucking cool. Do we know what the note says, or is it kind of
no,
like?
it's private.
I like that.
But
That's
if you
cool.
go on Dave Meltzer's Twitter, I'm sure he figured it out.
Sure. Well, hey, we got a lot. Survivor Series just ended. We saw Raw. That happened since Survivor Series. We got Bennett back. We still have the and she's had a birthday. So happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday,
you.
thank
Doesn't know
you.
who fucking Billie
Thank you.
Eilish is.
I mean, yeah.
Eyelash.
Big
Eyelash.
I don't know what that means. I know what anti-hero is. So that's cool. That's number 1 right now.
Well, you don't know Billie Eilish song.
Oh, taste what?
Yeah.
Let's go get tickets to it. I
Karma.
have 3 friends adamantly looking for me at various times throughout each day.
You got $1,000?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'll worry about that when I get I might have to dip into this OnlyFans business.
There you go. The cheapest seats that I saw. I look at it once I get bored at work. I'll look them up. $540 is the cheapest you can get right now at the Paul Brown for like nosebleed seats. And at a ticket at face value is like $100. Like,
I mean,
fuck
she
you.
is going to be the greatest thing that's ever stepped into that stadium. I mean, there's a lot of mediocrity's been in there.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
I mean, she's right up there with Andy Dalton.
I mean,
So
Let's not get no.
I mean, she would sell more tickets than all of the Bengals and probably all the NFL combined.
So-
Think about it.
Ain't
Bennett's-
get so squat.
I don't- if you haven't listened in the last 3 weeks, for some reason we have like a 20-minute football conversation every week now.
I got into football. That's what
The
happens.
Bengals are good, so Chuck's all in.
No,
on the
I've
Bengals.
been to several Bengals games before they
What's
were
his
good.
word he said?
Well, now he watches them.
I've always watched them, and now just talk about it.
Panthers fan, and I know we
Oh,
suck, so
God.
it's fine.
So does my
I used
team.
to root for the Panthers until that stupid fuck with the Superman,
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
He's annoying.
I didn't like Cam Newton.
I
There's
didn't-
my quarterback too.
I never liked Cam
Why
Newton.
did you not like?
Because of his mouth, you'd run
Because-
his mouth.
Hey,
And-
You
and
wouldn't though.
it's well, I like Superman. You can't,
Oh, that's
you
fine.
can't run your mouth and be like, I'm Superman when you lose. And that's what he did.
He
So,
did.
you know what I
He did.
mean? You don't run your mouth. I don't like Ocho Cinco either because he was run his mouth.
Oh, OJ Cinco was great. No, you gotta love some of the trash talk
No,
just
look.
because it's.
If you can back it up, sure.
But
But
he
they didn't.
did. He did.
Not really though.
This whole opening of the show, I didn't plan for Bennett to be here.
All right. So back to wrestling. Back to
I know.
wrestling.
I know it's coming.
We're transitioning back to football.
Yeah.
Because the last half hour of last week's show was us screaming at each other about Ohio State, Michigan.
Oh, but we agreed on that one.
Yes, but we still screamed at each other.
You guys did.
So, this is my wallpaper on every desktop at work right now.
Nice. I like it. I like it. I like
Now
it.
look,
Uh,
don't forbid that big ass cast on his right hand. This is
Whatever gets it done.
when I had my third stroke on this play right here. When it was third and goal, and the motherfucker ran past his
His
left,
lineman.
like he ran past the lineman and dove. Like he said, "Fuck this fat fuck, I can't." Then he took. I was like, "Freak!" I was talking just like this. I was
Nice.
freaking the fuck out.
I wish I'd have watched. I regret.
And then I
assumed
wish that-
OSU would win.
As not as cool as it is, like yeah, we planted the flag. I wish they hadn't did that. But on the same hand, my Barstool Sports shirt with them sitting like that has been pre-ordered already. So
Nice.
I will be wearing a hoodie
I
with
like
that
it.
on it. But
oh, God.
bulletin board material. If Ohio State somehow plays Michigan,
It could
again
be a
this year,
rematch. Yeah.
I am a true.
It's right
I'm
there.
a true Buckeye fan. One, right? Congratulations, right? Because last year it just shows last
Good-
year wasn't a fluke.
Good, you
Yeah,
guys.
that-
Good, you guys.
And me and Josh talked about it. Actually, he called me last night. We talked for probably about 15 minutes, right? And
Yeah,
I
made
was
this
fir-
banner.
I firmly agree with the Ryan statement.
Oh, he was born on third base.
Yeah, the offense is killing me. I would like to see a rematch. I would like to see both of them. I'd like to see a healthy Blake Corum. I'd like to see us with healthy running backs and kind of see where we actually match up because we didn't have a fucking running game.
Dude,
let's
I
be honest.
I know.
But that's no excuse. You guys beat us from
They
fucking
did.
pillar to post.
When
I will say your rushing yards are exaggerated. Like you had two big plays. Our defense was on the field the whole game. It's like yes, he got them, but it's two big plays is what gave your yards. So
86
let's not
and
say that
75.
we were ran all over because the first three quarters we did a pretty good job. It's just when you're on the field 75% of the game and you're fat and tired, you're not going to make good tackles, and that's what happened.
That happens.
I didn't believe it was over until Stroud
The second pick.
decided to throw an underhand and it just bounced off his own
I
player.
can't wait.
Like the Michigan guy was just like, I fell. Like he didn't even know he had the ball.
I can't
That's
wait
awesome.
for him to leave. He's the
So
worst
CJ
thing.
Stroud is the only. So he's going to go pro. And like probably the only QB that hasn't
Mhm.
beat Michigan from you guys for a long time.
He's the most overrated quarterback that came out of there in the last 10 years.
and he's going to be
I-
a top 5 pick in the
And I
NFL.
don't understand it.
Hell
No, he's gonna get obliterated in the NFL. Like
Houston
if he-
Texans,
if
let's
he-
ride.
If he doesn't learn how to,
Oh,
to
God.
scramble and pick his head up, he's gonna be doomed.
No.
Justin Fields is learning how to do that in the NFL, and he's looked solid for Chicago. They suck because they have another player on Chicago besides Justin Fields.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
But yeah,
As
yeah,
a lifelong Michigan
congratulations.
fan, it's nice to win 2 in a row.
It's been a while.
And after
Yeah,
another,
it's been a minute.
Look,
It's been a
it's been
minute.
24 years since they won
There's-
back-to-back games.
there's
Yes.
nothing
Yes.
more that'll piss me off than like last year Michigan won, and everybody's like, "Well, you won't do it.
I knew
You'll
it was
never do
gonna
it
happen.
again."
Yeah, I
and
knew
they,
it.
not in the horseshoe, and dude, I had to
This
hear
was
that.
this was your guys'
Like
year.
I can't even win games. I still lose. Oh well, we knew we sucked this
We
year.
knew it was going to
Can we-
happen.
Even if Ohio State was to play and beat you guys, I'll say it. You guys can say it. Georgia's the best team in the
No, dude,
country, and Georgia's going to beat the brakes off.
What did I
everybody.
tell-
So-
I haven't watched.
I was like, I need TCU to win
Yeah.
because I think we're going to beat TCU or USC. I think TCU is much easier than USC is, and we're stuck. We're going to be stuck in that 2 slot, so it doesn't matter who's for. We can beat TCU. Georgia.
Pretty dog. Pretty boss.
I mean, the only reason I have somewhat of optimism is because they did play them last year.
They lost 12 people from their defense last year. But
Yeah, and like Georgia's not as good on defense, but they're better on offense. So like they flipped.
You guys, I don't think you guys ever cover that tight end, fullback, receiver, fucking
Yeah.
white dude that they had. That's a monster.
Yeah, I remember him from last year. But like, I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, your corners don't have to be afraid of George Pickens this year. They're throwing him 15 yards.
I just need to see on the TV like Michigan versus Georgia championship. I just want to experience that.
That'd be cool.
It's like when you guys went to the Super Bowl. It's like,
Sure.
man, it's cool to
It's
be
neat.
here.
Yeah.
Like it's been a long fucking time. But
Absolutely.
let's transition back to wrestling. But yeah, I obviously had put that in. Yvonne was talking a lot of shit last week.
Yeah, that's cool. I think it's
I
really cool
did.
too. Dude.
I like I said, I would
I
like to
did.
see the rematch. I don't have.
I
I didn't talk shit going into it, and I'm not talking shit after because there's no excuse.
No.
Like no excuses, right?
Sure.
Like,
No, there's not.
Both love to know. That was even
I-
cool too.
I didn't really talk shit as
Right.
much as like I just posted shit and like mocked all the shit that got talked to me. Like,
You did.
can't win at the horseshoe. ... This was directed to about 3 or 4 people I'm friends with.
Sure.
Because they've talked. I have a few friends that
Just run their mouth.
I was told last night
Mhm.
at Dart League as the poll. Well, that win was overrated. And I was like, you're an Ohio State fan.
Motherfucker,
Like,
you brag about Toledo. Like, shut
Like,
the fuck up.
it's like, how is that an overrated win? Like, I didn't understand, but
like, yeah, I get you.
that's why he's on my Dart team, not my football team.
I
So-
see it.
Anyway, Survivor Series.
Yep.
Usos, the fucking Bloodline fucked me over.
Did we all watch?
I did.
I
Chuck,
did.
Because we were
Me-
texting.
Me
Yeah.
and Chuck were texting for a little bit.
I was very pissed off.
Super excited about
Chuck
War
and I
Games.
warned you last
Yeah.
week to not pick
Happy.
against the Bloodline.
Look, and I stole pictures
That's
off
your
WWE.com.
Look at that.
I
Look at
kept
that
like-
overview.
This,
We
Yeah,
warned
they
you.
like that.
You
it was
didn't
giving
listen.
me like, it was fucking with my head.
Oh, I remember the crazy view from No Mercy '99. That's where I remember that first one.
That is
The Hardys, right?
Yeah, the Hardys
Yep.
and the first ladder match.
Yep, I remember
that. It was,
Keep
what was
it
it?
together.
The Wile E. Coyote view is what Lawler used to call it.
Nice. I like that. I like
I
that.
don't have the updated picture because it's still the hooded person in the left corner. But that was Becky.
My favorite part of both War Games was how the weapons get introduced was the exact same formula. Like towards the end, one guy just runs up and takes a bunch of
Oh,
weapons and throws them in.
Me
like
and Yim
it.
took forever.
a long
She
time.
did.
Well,
She
she
did.
kept like getting it stuck on shit. Like she threw the trash can and it bounced back, and
I
I'm
was
like,
like, Corey Graves or somebody said something.
dude,
Yeah.
Corey Graves
Like,
always
he
points
gets
the
taken a
botches
sweet
out.
He
time.
does.
Yeah.
I would do that too.
He
Like, hey, move faster.
But it was exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Dakota Kai took the pin.
She did. Yeah, Chuck picked up.
She is
yeah.
the most beautiful
Suck it.
bowl of
You did.
Neapolitan ice cream I've ever seen in my life
Oh
with her
my
hair.
gosh.
It's a shame we don't play for the same team. Well, actually, we do play for the
I
same
mean, you
team.
play for the
guess
same
that's the
team.
problem.
You're a
But
competitor.
whatever. But Bianca did win.
They
There
did.
wasn't a clear picture of Becky jumping.
No, there wasn't.
So for your audio people, whatever.
You seen it.
They have
The
a
two
video
people
on
watching
Twitter.
live, sorry. So Becky
Remember
did,
them SD days?
yeah,
This is
she
it.
jumped off the top of the cage, leg drop, and pinned Dakota Kai.
That was cool.
Good match.
My least favorite part, like
Bam.
I gotta
there
be
they are.
negative, right?
Of
So
course.
the
She's
scene,
over it.
when Nikki climbed the cage,
And just sat
and-
there.
well then like I think it was Bianca just like let her go,
Right.
and then Bianca tried to climb, and then the other I don't remember who the other opponent
That
was,
was
but then she
annoying.
started hitting her. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
why didn't Bianca do that 2 minutes ago?
Well, at
I
one
mean-
point you had Bailey and someone else hanging on the cage
Right.
together.
Yeah,
That was
like,
weird. I
Dude,
agree.
Dakota Kai got thrown so hard against the cage. Like her
God,
legs
she
went
did.
back
Woo.
over her.
Oh,
like, there's a picture she posted said, I'm from sore today, wonder why. And it's like her like her
body.
legs are up over
I
her.
think it was Belair that threw her.
Yeah,
too.
she's like in the fucking.
I remember that. Yep.
She got.
Yep. It's War Games, man.
Well, the thing with these War Games matches is there are going to be spots that you're like, what the
Right.
fuck.
The spot when
it
Nikki
kinda-
jumped
it
off
kinda-
is really annoying.
It kind of comes with it. Like,
Sure.
But why are they not chasing her? Because you can't win by escape. So if she wants to
No.
run off,
No,
then
but
go.
I mean, my
Right.
point was like, why wouldn't you just hit her? But because obviously they were planning for her to jump on
Mhm.
everybody. So after
Right.
she climbed, and then you all got into a big pile. I was like, that's just really annoying. But other than that, it's really really good.
I was just thinking, like, I'd
Can I
love
be
to be in that
negative too?
pile.
I like
Sure.
Can I be negative? You know what I don't like about the War Games, the way they're set up, is the pinfall finish.
Why?
Yeah, it's not how War Games was.
Oh, I didn't watch WCW, so I can't attest.
It was always surrender.
Aw.
You had to surrender.
You had to surrender?
Yeah.
Well, that would you can't really do that these days because then you look really weak.
Nah, well, kind of, right? So, like, I remember one particular NWO and Four Horsemen, right? And this
Sure.
one that hitting turn.
Was it 1994? I'm just guessing.
98.
Okay.
Something like a hitting turn heel on this one. But
Gotcha.
He came through and they beat the hell out of Flair and put him between the steel or the door.
Gotcha.
It was like threatening to slam his head. That's when Mongo, right, was like piece of shit worker anyway. But he's like, all right, I quit, forfeit. They got them all handcuffed, beating the hell out of them, and they still slammed his
Still beat
head
him
and
up.
did that. Like, yeah, do something like that. Like, could have did that with the Bloodline, like a sacrifice kind of deal.
But the
or-
thing with that, with these, especially with these two specific matches, we would know that Becky's team isn't going to quit. We would know for a fact the
Mhm.
Bloodline isn't going to give up.
Nope.
It's just, it makes it too predictable, in my opinion,
Right.
these days. Now, back then, I'm sure it worked.
Okay,
That
yeah.
These days, it's like everything is kind of, it wouldn't work, especially with Becky just coming back, especially with Roman Reigns not losing anything until The Rock shows up. It's just not,
Well,
you know what I
right,
mean?
but then like it's the same thing as like an I quit
Right.
match, though.
Right, and
Like
that's why they're
kinda
so rare.
counterproductive, so-
Yeah. So the only reason that Edge quit was because Beth Phoenix was involved, and we all kind of guessed that too.
Right.
It's like you can't.
Yeah, my Edge return didn't happen.
That- I
I'm
know.
not disappointed because
We
AJ,
both did
'cause I
said
thought
that tonight.
AJ didn't need it.
Well,
but-
he didn't.
Sure.
Am I going to be the one that has to point out how hot Rhea Ripley looked?
I remember that pin that she put up. Ooh,
She's
Oh,
a
dude,
monster, man. She's
I
a
can't
monster.
lie. Yvonne, cover your ears. But
Not that I haven't heard it
kept-
before.
I watched the first half of that match like 4 times, and I paused.
Oh, your
multiple
guys'
times.
girls in there.
Like,
Alexa's
did you,
in there.
Like, am I the only one that tell her ass?
you lasted 4 times.
That's
The recoup time.
13
Yes.
incredible. That's 13 seconds each.
Nice.
Almost a full minute, 52 seconds.
Well, speaking of Alexa, Nikki Cross brought handcuffs, and you guys see what Alexa
That-
did.
see,
that
that
was creative.
See, and then
I watched that
she,
4
she
times.
handcuffed
See-
herself to her. That was.
See, Yvonne, but you have a simple, innocent mind. When I saw the handcuffs and Rhea Ripley and then Alexa, and
Oh my god.
my mind went elsewhere.
I don't need it.
then before I knew it, Becky was jumping off the cage. I was like, what happened?
You look, that the picture of Alexa and Becky in the cage, and their standout cage together. When it was just those two were the last two. That pic of them just standing together. I'm like, nice.
So on Raw, they interviewed
Alexa.
Bianca, Alexa, and fucking
Oh
Oscar.
yeah, and guess what happened?
And Alexa's completely zoned out.
That was on.
She looked zoned out.
Bray's fucking thing played behind her head again.
As soon as she
And
was
she
talking,
completely zoned out of the conversation. Then she responded with something that had nothing to do with the conversation. Or she was like, great team win. And they're talking about like that night.
Nice.
And like,
he's
they
coming
just,
for it.
Bianca kind of looked at her and was like,
That wasn't on Raw. I
so they're
missed it.
teasing that again. Do you guys ultimately think she ends up being a part of Bray's thing?
Some point,
Clearly,
I do.
They're hitting at it.
I
Yeah.
thought they were teasing that Liv too.
Yeah, they do.
I haven't seen Liv
I
on
haven't
TV in
either.
a while.
That I can attest to either.
I'm not a Liv person.
I'm not either.
I kind of want Alexa just to go back to her old school heel gimmick, because
The
I
goddess.
kind of
Yeah.
prefer the goddess.
Goddess, yeah.
I'm kind of over her being with Bray, but she didn't
Oh,
really
shit.
fit in this match either. I didn't
Uh-uh.
think.
Bray Wyatt has created, I read this the other day. He's pitching a match for the Rumble called Pitch Black,
Ooh, I like that.
and it's his creation.
Will Vin
Ah.
Diesel be in it?
No, because it's going to be good.
He's in the movie called Pitch Black, is all I'm saying.
Big black.
he's a Riddick.
Well,
Anyway,
Yeah, she needs to go back to the goddess big time.
I agree.
so it's going to be him and LA Knight.
Sure.
That'd
It
be
looks
good.
like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I still can't believe that feud, but that's what they're aiming. They
I,
said their
I
match is
like
going to.
it.
How do you push that out for 2 months, though?
Right, exactly.
I mean, Knight's great on the mic, and Bray's one of the best on the mic.
Well, what do we have between now and the Rumble?
Nothing.
Chamber?
Nothing really.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
What's
No
the Chamber?
TLC. That's February. That's
Oh.
after Rumble.
Fair,
So
fair,
So
fair,
there's
fair.
no day one because they realize that the first day of the year don't always fall on a fucking weekend. I don't know how they thought that pay-per-view would
Triple
ever
H cleaned
fucking
that
work.
up.
I'm telling you, I'll watch pay-per-view on a Tuesday. I don't give a shit.
Triple, he's like, Hell in a Cell, gone.
Yeah.
All my NXT people, you're coming back. TLC, gone. Day one, gone.
Gone, yep.
Elimination Chamber, this is the last fucking year, bitch.
I hope
It's
so.
gone.
That's it.
No, he said already, they're bringing back No Way Out.
Oh, good,
I
good,
like
good.
That's
that
what it used to
pay-per-view.
be was
Right.
Rumble, No Way Out.
Because these gimmick pay-per-views are a joke. There's no story.
Well,
for
the
these
Elimination
matches.
Chamber-
I mean,
Used to be a punishing match.
Right.
Now it's just,
when it was organic.
but now Hell in a Cell,
Right.
TLC, Money in the Bank, I think's done. I think they're bringing that back.
It
to
sounds
Mania.
like it.
I,
Does.
I think they're going to do night one.
Which that one I'm still kind of not sure. I'm on the fence.
I
I'm on the
am.
fence with that one.
I'm
But
cool. I want it on Mania. I want night one.
Yeah.
Or each night you can have the men and the
Sure.
women's one.
I like
They
it.
can distribute that out perfectly. Have 2 loaded ass nights.
I
You
get
got
it.
the men's championship on one, main eventing, women's on the other, men's Money in the Bank, women's Money in the Bank, US, IC,
Yep.
tag titles, fucking women's tag. Like just split them between each show.
Yeah, I like
When
that.
you load them both up, then you have your undercard matches. Assuming Demon versus Brood Edge,
Yep.
that in that.
Sure.
When Elias and Riddle win the tag titles, they'll be
That
fighting
ain't
the
gonna
Usos.
happen. I'm sorry.
Mysterio.
No, but Jimmy,
Mysterio.
That's happening.
The Mysterios, the Usos versus KO and Zayn.
How
Yeah.
funny was that Thanksgiving Day?
That was funny. But
Listen,
Rhea,
I know what they have planned for KO and Zayn, but if we got Kofi Kingston over and got him a title run, like why the hell can't Sami Zayn have one? Sami Zayn at this point is the most over guy
He
and the
is.
most viable option to dethrone.
Now,
Roman.
I want to say this because people have been saying that all over the internet, and I completely agree that Sami Zayn is the most over guy right now, all day long, all day, every day. But what happens when he turns on those guys?
He's not going
Will
to.
that I'm not saying he's going to. I'm just saying, like, what happen if he gets the belt? Like, would that continue? Because
No, I mean it's a one-off like a Kofi, right? It's the feel-good moment
Sure.
for Mania.
That couldn't last
prolong
long,
it
though.
to the next
You know,
year.
you
And
know what
also
you-
give you a reason to get the strap off Roman into something else.
that's fair.
You know what you do? You have him fight him at Chamber in Canada, because the shirt's in Canada.
Sure.
The Usos aren't allowed to be there.
They might be by
no,
then.
no, they haven't been in years. Dude.
Oh,
Like they're
boy.
not allowed in
I thought
Canada.
they were in Canada on the last show.
No, they went to Saudi.
Oh, that might be what I'm thinking about. Fair, that's fair.
Or is
So-
it?
Canada ain't dealing with
But
it.
think about-
Like-
No drunks.
Just think that well, Sam like KO interferes, and him and Roman's just like, all right, Sammy, look, whoever he fights at Rumble, it's whatever. He's like, Sammy, you've done a great job. You know what? 'Cause Roman's just going to be thinking, I'll beat this dude's ass, whatever.
Sure.
Sammy, I'm going to give you the opportunity of a lifetime for all your hard work. Me, you, your hometown, your home fucking in Canada in front of your fans. Let's do it.
Come out with
Oh, yeah, come on. KO comes out,
Crosses.
hits him with a chair, low blow something. Zayn hits the hell of a Luva kick. 1, 2, 3. Holy shit. So, and he doesn't know KO interfered, though.
Yeah.
There, everything crumbles. Hey, Sammy, you know, you won't be undisputed champion, but I'll gladly defend the WWE championship against you.
I mean,
That's how you get one strap off.
Let's do the reversal. The universal. WWE is more prestigious.
Well, he's not leaving SmackDown, so you have to leave him with the blue belt.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I mean, they could just fucking have done it before.
No,
Swap the colors.
that was Vincent. Look,
Yeah.
you could make that happen, but
That
they
blue.
seem hell bent for the Rock and Roman.
Oh, absolutely.
They do.
I
Roman's
told
not
you how
losing
you could
anything.
get there.
Yeah.
I would have the men's rumble kick off the fucking show. And I'd have the winner get a title shot. You book it the first time ever. The Royal Rumble winner will fight that night.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the Rumble gets a title shot that fucking night against Roman. There you go. That's how you get to The Rock without fucking having him win the Rumble.
Sure.
That's how you get
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
Then after he beats Cody Rhodes in the main event, because Seth interferes again.
I can't do that too.
They're going to.
again.
They're
I
going.
can't.
It's already. It's
We're 3-0.
he's dropping hints already. You know that's where they're going.
He is.
We're 3-0.
But like
I
you
can't.
can get there. Then The Rock comes out after Roman wins. Rock bottom. WrestleMania set up.
Mhm.
Charlotte wins the fucking Rumble. You get her and Bianca.
Yep. Oh,
I know everybody
Wait,
thinks
the
it's
men's or the women's?
the women's.
Josh can't.
I
wait.
think that's how you can get. That's just how you can get the Mania without The Rock winning.
The Rock might win.
The Rock isn't going to be in the Rumble. They've already announced. He's trying to
Who announced?
online. They said his schedule. He's trying to get to the Rumble, but like he's not going to be in it
Oh.
because he's not ready.
I mean, you can just fucking run in, do a clothesline, and be done with
If
it.
it's anything like his last two movies, he needs
Josh
a
is
lot of practice.
disappointed. Rock's on it.
What was his last movie?
Scorpion King.
Saw it in theaters in 8th grade.
No,
Good shit.
that's where we are. I fell
Such
asleep
good
in
shit.
National Lampoon's
He
Vacation.
did the
last
eyebrow,
night.
and I
That's a
marched
good
for it.
movie.
All right.
I like Walking Tall. That was a good one.
I did too.
Well, I forgot the match order, so we're just gonna roll with it. This caught me off guard, but we talked
Yeah,
last
it
week that
did.
Theory would be the only other person that could win.
I was
Last-
surprised.
This was beautifully done as
It
well.
was.
It was
Last
the only
week,
match I lost on the my other thing.
Yeah, I'm glad Theory got it back.
I did too. I am too.
All right, Bennett. So us three feel like Theory losing the briefcase is probably the best thing that's ever happened to him because the last 3 weeks he's been great. How do you feel about that whole thing? As I put a picture of him after he
Look at
beat
his face.
Seth.
It's like a Pornhub picture right there.
Well, I do love the casual pedigrees, and Theory decides to try one too.
That was funny.
Everybody. I was
I
waiting
like
for
that.
Lashley to do it.
Everybody was doing
But
it.
dude, there's
Dude, look at that. He's up in the air.
he said something the day after this that like pissed off the internet, but he's right. He's like, I'm better than John Cena was at my age
Yeah?
right
if,
now.
If you don't say that, then why are you a heel?
You'll be like,
I mean,
no, but
Right.
like the thing is, he is.
He is.
He's way ahead of right now. All right, at this point in John Cena's career, right now, he's at the age Theory is right this second. He's about to stumble across the Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick. Like right now, he's like
Okay, let's
not
go-
fully
Yeah,
at
he's the
point.
prototype,
Like-
right?
Let's talk about because I don't think that's accurate because
Oh, that's right. WrestleMania, Austin Theory, John Cena.
Theory was in WWE television on Raw 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Cena was WWE champion well before 4 years of him being on the main roster.
I think that's like 19, 20-year-old kid that you put on the main roster.
I mean, sure.
I said
I'm just saying. You're saying age? I don't know. I
Age.
can't test ages.
they're both
I
like
don't know.
John Cena's both at their ages.
I just remember
Theory's like way ahead of where Cena.
I remember in 2018, Theory being on Raw and being bounced back to NXT. I remember seeing John Cena, and then within 2 years, he was
But
the main.
how much of that was Theory's fault, right?
I'm not arguing any of that.
And then he
Because Vince was very flippy floppy.
Sure.
He
There you got
Sure.
trouble.
Well, he
didn't
got
he?
in-
trouble.
and he got the
yeah.
trouble.
I'm not
He did.
arguing any of
You know,
this.
that Me Too movement came out or speak
Yeah.
out.
Well, don't fucking rape people, and you'll have to worry about it.
Right, that's true. Don't do
So,
it.
so to answer Josh's question, yes, him losing the briefcase was brilliant because you had unless you were moving him back for a
He
third
called
Nothing
stint.
to
it.
do.
He called it a crutch, dude.
Yep.
Like,
He did. He
Yeah,
sure
I
did.
mean,
he's right.
Unless
Mhm.
you are moving him back to NXT for a third time, right?
That's
Right, to go in and beat Breaker.
Dude,
That's
he
your only
was-
option
yeah.
because
Right.
he's not. What you can do? Have him lose,
Dude,
beat
just
Roman and lose
Look at
right
his
back
new.
to
It's
the
not
place.
even that new of a look. Like he just looks
it's the attitude.
like he got
The
the Randy
attitude
Orton
changed.
beard. You know,
He does,
he's like,
yeah.
I got. You ready for this? It's the ruthless aggression.
The ruthless eyeliner.
He does with the Randy Orton beard. He does.
He has the ruthless eyeliner on. So
I
I'm
really
really looking
yeah.
for.
Whole new look.
The fact that we'll see Raw, all three of these guys will be prominently featured. We might have a Brock segment because this is 2 weeks.
God.
That
okay.
Raw is 2 weeks before the Royal Rumble.
I
It's
can't-
always fun.
I can't
Are
despise
you going to
Brock.
Are you going to Raw?
I am.
Hell yeah.
Yep,
We're
absolutely.
doing another trip, except we're just going about 30 miles that way instead
Late
of
birthday present from
300
Josh.
miles the other way.
Yep, late
But-
birthday present from you.
I'm still getting hammered and trying and falling down the arena.
That's a given.
There's 3 things that happen when we go on road trips. One, Chuck gets really
It
really
How
falls.
many
drunk.
fireballs can
2.
you finish between here and there?
That's, can you do 10? Can you do 10?
I forgot. Yeah, so when we went to St. Louis, I brought Mom. Just
What
that
do you do?
Mom, it's in my character.
It's basically cinnamon
in my-
water. It's
look,
fine.
It's part of my character on the show. Sorry.
It's a gimmick.
I
she
broke
knows.
the fourth wall.
She
She don't know what
knows.
that means either.
No, she
But
don't.
But I drank 10 fireballs those
God,
little
you
on
did.
the way there.
You
So
did.
Bennett just keeps looking at me. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, I fucking love Taylor Swift, bro. Like, we're going to have so much.
We're rocking out to O-Town.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to have so much fun at
We're
Disney.
hardcore.
I've been about 50 times, so I'm on a whole other fucking planet.
Yeah, at one point, we're all just like zoned out. Like,
Except for Yvonne.
There is
Yeah,
definitely,
that's
just
for
for,
well,
just
Yvonne
for
was smart enough to bring
clarity,
her hand.
you go from corn and farmland of Ohio through more corn and farmland of fucking Indiana.
Yep.
I mean,
to,
shit.
You know,
I know. And then I'm like, hey, you want to bet you? I'm tipsy as shit. You want to gamble? Here's 10 free bucks. I'm like, hey, Ben, they gave. What do you?
And that's why Indiana.
Then I was like, hey,
It's
I
the
just won
worst.
$86. I hit the parlay.
Now the question is, can you do 10 fireballs from here to Cincinnati?
Oh, God.
Because
by the way, I do want to go back to St. Louis.
Oh,
so
sure.
Hopefully, a bit's coming there because that hotel. First of all, that hotel
That
was
hotel
dope,
was-
and I wanted
They
to
were
check out
nice,
the bourbon.
yeah.
I don't remember.
Pretty upset. with
Oh,
it.
hell, I do
They
remember
didn't
that
have.
room.
They didn't have Chuck's
That
drink.
was sweet. What was my drink?
What was it?
I don't
Oh, they didn't have Miller
No,
Lite.
no light.
Fuck. Yeah. I'm not going back to St. Louis. Oh, we only drink Bud Light in these parts. Fuck off.
Bud or Bush.
Yeah.
He was so
It was
bad.
Busch
He was so
Stadium.
bad. I
We
remember
only
that.
drink Bud Light. What does this speak of?
Dude,
Idiots.
I'll tell you the match I'm
That's
probably
right.
looking forward to the most in Mania is going to be Theory and Cena.
Yep.
I'll be good. I'll
Yeah,
enjoy
it
that.
would.
I do like how Theory just John Cena.
He does.
Well, I mean, when they went face to face,
Yeah, he
he
did.
verbally assaulted him, and Cena just stood there.
Well, didn't
Right.
even Cena agree with him on Twitter once? He's like, yeah, you're pretty good.
You're pretty good.
When he said he's better than John Cena at his age, Cena said, "Yeah, I know you are."
Yeah, he did.
That's what a cop out. Like, what's your attitude at
Don't
John
talk.
Cena?
Don't talk. He doesn't. He's the greatest wrestler.
Oh,
That's
why.
why he almost got fired
Oh.
on the bus that one time.
Don't bring that up as your defense now. Jesus Christ. Let's get to somebody who should have got fired on the
Cena
bus.
should be right.
AJ Styles.
Oh, whoa.
Congratulations.
Look at his
You
hair.
have-
His hair is literally glowing in this picture. He
He's
is
gl-
the man.
He is
Well,
phenomenal. He
AJ Styles
does.
now has
Don't
won
go
one
there.
premium live event victory in the last 3 years. It's trailing people
Hey.
such as Reggie, who has 6.
Who the fuck is Reggie? That's the guy. He had an accent, didn't he? Like a
Do you
weird.
know-
He had a weird accent.
You know that Johnny Gargano has as many pay-per-view victories as AJ Styles in the last
Oh
5 years on
my
the main,
God.
last 3 years on the main roster.
That's fine, but
Johnny Gargano's been on the roster for 2 months.
but his main roster appearance has been cringy as fuck.
John,
He's over that.
this is
now.
where
I got a text. I can't.
this is where you're not what you not having watched him go through NXT.
I don't care. Like, I mean, I'm not even
Here
trying
we
to be
go.
a dick.
Now
He's
he's
over
over it. Now he
He's
just
over
doesn't give
it
a
now.
fuck.
That whole, I'm hoping it's over. I did watch the Loomis match, and I heard Corey Graves mention Haddonfield. That was cool. I'm hoping that feud is done.
I hope it's a-
He's got a contract.
Right.
They put a fucking tire thing on his head.
Yeah, that's cool. I hope that's done because I can't handle Gargano's stupid fucking face. Like, I do it. I knew you were paying him. I can't. When they call him Judge Gargano, I can't.
His stupid face.
It's his charm.
No, it's not.
Johnny wrestling.
It's a pretty embarrassing.
It's
storyline.
annoying.
It
It's
is a
not a
great
charm.
storyline.
I didn't care for
Well,
it.
but before we move on, I mean, what sucks about that? Like someone like Johnny Gargano, who is fantastic, and what
Sure.
a great picture to open up Twitter.
I love it.
Jeez.
What was it?
You can't find it. Oh,
See, if you ever needed a reason to watch Impact,
Impact, right?
oh Lord.
Giselle, you got Tom Brady's wife's name. That's on.
Oh, jeez.
But
I mean, she says
you know,
she's
Johnny Wrestling is a great wrestler. He's
Sure.
a great in-ring performer.
Right.
Is he a good fucking actor or a storyteller, which is what you have to be on Raw and SmackDown? Because yes, there is wrestling, but it's a TV show, right? In theory, like so, you got to be able to act, and his acting is indeed cringe-worthy.
Yeah, I'm not even knocking the guy. I'm just saying this storyline specifically is like it's not.
I don't like any kind of way stuff. That was pretty awesome. Like everything in there was
test.
pretty funny. Yeah, NXT.
Sure.
If he shows up at Raw, I'll be like, he fucking loves you, Johnny.
I mean, I don't have an
We'll
opinion.
get him a Johnny Wrestling shirt.
It's the
There we go.
gimmick. I
There
mean,
we
not
go.
the gimmick. It's the storyline. It's like I know that you didn't pay him when he said you were going to pay. What are you talking about?
You liar.
Like,
Well,
what is this?
and again, that's where like the storyline dilemma that I have, like in general, like if you have it like organic or something that makes
Right.
more sense. This is
This was very forced.
yes.
And that's why I didn't like for it. I like the Miz. I like Lumix. I like Gargano, but I didn't like any of the storyline at all. I was like, this is just not
No.
for me. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
All right, so we'll go to AJ Styles. He forgot Halloween was over and came out in some weird ass mask.
Hey, a cool phenomenal mask. Easy.
Shout
Yeah,
out
I
to
didn't care for the gas mask shit
New
either.
Japan or something.
Yeah,
Good match.
I like that.
I did too.
I mean, I didn't really expect it to be bad,
no,
no.
it was good.
and I thought AJ should have won.
Yeah,
and
he
did.
should've.
Good
Sure.
match.
But not
It wasn't as
phenomenal.
good as their Extreme Rules match from like 2017.
Right.
And everybody's like, "Oh, the Judgment Day! Oh shit!" And then on Raw they
Yeah,
won. And
yeah,
they-
yeah.
They win everything.
They
If
do.
you-
Come
They
on.
do.
I mean, they lost. This is the one match they lost. Oh, they buried the Balor, and I was like, bro.
That word again.
Like,
Very
I'm so fucking done.
God.
That's
One
why-
episode, we're just gonna like Chris Jericho it, and like bring like we'll write down everybody that's ever been, and
Right.
just bring a big list,
list.
and we call it episode whatever buried.
Yep.
And I'll
Buried.
put the picture of Undertaker behind AJ Styles at the Boneyard match. And we'll
Buried.
just talk. We'll
Buried.
educate the wrestling fans on what the word actually
Very means.
means.
Instead of saying.
Like when you're on main event losing to Akira Tozawa, you're being buried. Like when
Only
you're,
if you're a big name. It depends who you are.
when you are
Like,
Lana and you've
Yeah.
been thrown through the out table 15
7
straight
times.
weeks.
I kept track.
You're getting
7
buried.
and
times.
then you get fired right after.
Yeah, 7 times.
And then she goes to the podcast and cries, I just wanted to wrestle. She literally cried 3 times on
What a
the
big baby.
podcast.
Woman
I couldn't
up.
handle it. If I was Rusev or something, I would have fucking divorced her.
Rusev.
Like, Jesus Christ. Why are
Woman-
you crying on a
yeah.
podcast?
Woman up.
Miro.
Woman up and
He's
shut up.
leaving AEW, they're saying. So.
Everybody's
said.
leaving
He
AEW.
said he hasn't fucking been on TV in 5
He
months.
hasn't.
Well, he's got surgery the other day. He's injured.
Oh, fuck. All right. I
Uh-oh.
forgot.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I got to.
You got to say something.
I didn't fucking even bring it up.
You got to say, oh, they're
God
Black
damn it.
Friday.
Was this
That's
the
right.
That's what I'm wondering what it was.
You
this
gotta
was
bring it
supposed
up.
to. I got caught up in the.
You got to bring that.
Damn it, Bennett.
All right. Sorry. I forgot our sponsors.
Blame Bennett.
Like every week, we're sponsored by Tony Khan, AEW,
You got to
and
mention it from
Tony
last week.
Khan's gigantic pile of cocaine that never gets any smaller, and it's been like 6 months now.
It gets bigger.
We also want to thank WWE for letting Cesaro, aka Claudio Casanova, to do a Make-A-Wish for Tony Khan. Look at him crying.
What a big
And make
baby.
sure to go buy AEW Backstage Assault for PlayStation 1. Everybody on the covers.
I would play it. I would.
I would too.
I mean, most people on
That's
the
fair.
cover are like child
It looks like
predators.
fun.
And there's one like
Predators.
drugged out guy who claims he's straight edge. But other than that, Kenny's there.
Kenny.
All right.
Kenny.
Okay,
Shadow
AEW.
Predators.
AEW.
I think, as a matter of fact, that's
Good
probably
day,
is like
W.
the
You
least
gotta
amount of
mention
Shadow
that.
AEW. So,
You gotta-
some asshole on this panel makes me watch it last week because I'm at their
That's
house for
me.
Thanksgiving.
That's me.
And
Yeah,
she's like,
sorry.
no, she starts it at 8. I was like, first off, do 9 so I can skip through the Young Buck shit. Who comes out first? Save your cake party.
Did they have the Carry On
Yeah.
My Wayward Son?
Yes,
They did.
that is their theme song
That
going
is.
forward.
You know, I got a call.
That
I'm
is
done
when I got her
already.
to turn it off.
He did.
And match 2 of their best of 7 series happened, which they lost. Now they're
They
up
lost
2-0.
again. Yep.
But
They'll win the next 2.
here's
Don't worry
my
about it.
issues with AW. 1, where's MJF?
Right.
He just won the title, so let's not have him on the
Wasn't
show.
on.
2, what the fuck is AW Black Friday? A special 4 p.m. start time. Who in the God's fuck is watching AW at 4 o'clock on Black Friday? Special time is on
lost
Twitter.
it.
What was the numbers? Do you have the numbers?
Like 320,000 people.
More than
You
our
know
show.
it's crazy. No, you know it's crazy. That's not their lowest show. Like
That's
Black
pretty funny.
Friday special.
because they've done like a 220 on Friday night because it's a terrible time slot. That's not gonna
Yeah,
work.
4's bad. 4's just bad. It's fucking
Black
10.
Friday
But
special.
what-
They're not either.
I went like my dad's upstairs. Why are you yelling? I'm like, as soon as they announced, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
And it's really funny they said that because this like I was reading
I
about it.
texted him and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, 4 o'clock, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are
It's
you
like-
ready to watch Miro fight?
He's injured.
Oh shit. Kip Sabian.
But-
That's your favorite.
Coincidentally, this was like the least amount shopped Black Friday. Like Black Friday's not really a thing anymore with
It
online
isn't,
shopping
right.
and,
Me and
and
Lucas
progression of
stopped at
life.
a few places.
Cyber
and it was
Monday.
horrible.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of funny that they decided to do that on like the year that Black Friday kind of dissolved.
And guess what? They still don't watch AW.
They don't. 4 o'clock Black
Tony,
Friday.
you can put it at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you do an all women's show, it's going to get canceled within 6
It
months.
will,
Don't even do it.
I mean, WB tried it and it didn't really.
It
Well,
is.
AEW, look, at least
They're
WWE
worse,
has
that's what I'm
talented
saying,
women.
right?
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. AEW don't.
Raya.
I've seen her
So
on
Raya.
Pornhub. I'm not impressed.
I mean, you got 2 women can't carry an entire pay per view.
God, we're transitioning. Ronda and Shotzi. So,
I got beer and pissed her. Now
I went to the bathroom during this match too.
like, I went to the bathroom.
I did too.
I didn't have to go. I just wanted to try this shit.
I gotta get out of there.
No disrespectful to Shotzi. It's just
Look,
Ronda. I can't stand
There's
her.
something about Shotzi. Like, I think she's super hot.
Oh my God.
What's the green
What
hair?
is it? The green,
I get it.
The green
No,
hair
I don't
dye?
like the hair. I'm
You
not
do.
a tattoo guy.
No,
But
but
everything works. For
but you
some
put them
reason.
together and oh shit, you know.
She's a good wrestler.
And then I see Ronda Rousey, and it's like,
Look at her face. Ew.
I saw that she was trending to fire Rousey
Yeah.
on Twitter the other day.
Our-
She is the worst.
So we
I
gotta
said
have-
that too, and I'm
Isn't
lucky.
isn't she the same one that hated fans? And
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
not think everything
Yeah, but
was
right,
right.
she-
Talk shit about the business.
Dude, she gets because of her UFC background. She
Mhm.
can't handle this business
Can't handle it.
because she can't handle booze. Oh well, fuck you. This is even real. I'm better than like. What are you talking about? You're a WWE superstar. You
Mhm.
can't bring that shit into it. She can't handle it. And then and everything. I just had a baby. I just had a fucking baby. We know you had a fucking baby. Like, dude, she's a
There's
real
like 3
person.
other women on the roster. They've all came back.
Exactly, but
Right.
but they don't even talk about it. She literally can't handle this business, and it's not. And I love it, so I love it. Yeah, you can love it as a fan, but doesn't mean you can be in it. Like I
Be
love
the
it too.
guest. Like you're much better as a guest performer.
Abs-
One off every
Absolutely.
6-8 months.
But you already
Than
know.
you are as a
Like look at John Cena for
You
example.
know where this is going, right?
I don't know, but listen to this real fast. So look at John Cena. This dude got booed a lot. Still stayed in character for like 10 years because the half and half.
Right.
That's how you do it. Ronda Rousey, as soon as she gets booed as a face, fuck you. This isn't even real.
She-
Like,
She
what are you
can't-
talking
she
about?
can't handle it.
She got very upset.
Yeah.
She can't handle the heat.
It's
at
like,
all.
what are you talking about?
Oh.
Go back to UFC where you will lose now because you're only
Right.
be good in UFC for like a 3-year period. Like,
And
stop.
mention you have a kid 20 times.
Yeah, we get it. You got a baby. You got a
We
baby.
get
we
it.
get it. Yeah, she's on your bus. We get it.
Becky Ronda, is that what she-
Sure.
Hey,
Becky's
Yeah.
going to save her.
Yeah.
Becky's on
How do you
meter.
get Becky
Yes.
more over than talking to Bob in the fucking stands, which I thought was actually pretty cool.
That was pretty
Bailey's
funny.
like, Bob sucks. She's like, don't talk shit about Bob.
To Bailey.
And
Yep.
then Vince
Yeah.
Russo said, look at Becky kissing ass to the fans. Vince
Oh
Russo does
my
not need a
God,
podcast.
Really?
Like I don't
Seriously.
know what he watches.
Who listens to Vince Russo?
I don't know, but like every fucking dirt sheet I'm on now is like former WWE writer critical. So I click on it and it's like nobody cares
I don't click
about
on any of that.
Braun Breaker. I was like, who the fuck cares about Vince Russo?
Like,
Like,
seriously.
Former writer I care about is Freddie Prinze Jr.
I
What
don't
he
even-
says matters.
I actually agree with that 100%.
I don't care what
truly
any of them
knows.
say.
He really did
Oh,
know
and
what the hell was going on.
He loved it.
That referee, Jimmy Corderas, he works
Oh,
for
yeah.
fucking Wrestling Inc. when we had Raj on.
It's funny you say that because I listened to him too, actually.
Fucking
Yeah, it's like seriously though, Vince Russo only says things to get a reaction.
yeah, I know.
He
And
does.
yeah, he won. Fuck him. But they're fucking stupid.
Yep.
I do. Well, Elon Musk did not allow T-Bar to change.
It's still
It's still
T-Bar.
T-Bar.
I'm getting off Twitter for that fact. It's not about free speech. It's about free T-bar. Dude, start that. Hashtag free T-bar.
Diamond Giant. Look at his new look though. He look how cool.
Dude, he looks badass.
He does.
He looks like.
But there was nothing wrong with him in the first place.
He looks like the Terminator.
He does. This hashtag free T-bar.
All right, so I guess we'll get to it. Everybody was talking about.
We'll start.
So
that
let's tell a story. So earlier in the night, or so Friday on SmackDown, Kevin Owens talked to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn stood there and listened. And Kevin Owens walked off. Jay overheard. He asked him if he talked to anybody. Sami lied.
Sure.
Roman asked, so this happens. This is step one.
Now, question before we get to this: do you think that between Friday and Sunday that Sami actually watched SmackDown and saw Jay watching him, and then created a new lie?
You know how that works. You've only done it for stop. Well, Roman asked him. He explains why he fucking did it. Whatever. Then Roman hugs him. I couldn't get the Roman had it like that facial expression, like yeah, whatever, bitch. Kind of after he hugged him.
Sure, I will say, this segment was fucking awesome.
It was.
Like they're acting with Paul Heyman back there watching those two
Yeah,
acting.
just, like, yeah.
Loved it.
So, and then it gets better because it's the little things in this story. It was Jimmy's turn to go in.
Yeah.
He pulled him back. He's like, no, you go help Jay,
Yeah.
of all people.
Yep.
What do? They start fucking fighting when they get in there.
Yep, as soon as they did.
Well, then you get down the road in the match. Obviously, people are coming out. You get this.
Yep.
Kevin and Sami broke my heart on Monday. We'll get to that here in a minute. Kev and Sami, low blow.
Yep.
After
Turned on
KO
his
beat the fuck.
bestie.
Oh, sorry, I put them out of order. So before the low blow, KO hit the stunner, was going to pin Reigns. Sami literally at the last second, great camera angle too. 'cause
Great.
we couldn't see him coming.
Yep.
Stops to count. They
Yep.
stare at each other. Low blow by Sami to KO.
Mhm.
There's the embrace by Jay.
Who didn't tear up for this moment?
I
Right.
did.
He
I
kicked
did.
him.
I did.
Haluva kick.
So sweet.
Sami kind of held him on him like Kevin, like they turned to each other.
Told
like
him to
10
get
times
him.
already
Yeah.
since they've been on the WWE together. Now tells of all people tells Jay finish it. Jay hits the frog splash. Then Roman embraces. No bullshit look on his face.
Nope,
Yeah.
he's just eyes
Folks,
closed.
He saved Roman Reigns and he went up
Yeah.
to him and said, "Do you want me to finish him?" And Roman went,
Do it.
"Yep." And so he
over.
asked for it. Sami's playing the role perfect.
Yeah, he's
and then
perfect.
So do we think that Reigns was smelling the hair of Sami? Because
They
that's
the
where,
ones.
according to Friends, that's where it goes down.
I never watched Friends, but
I don't either.
Bloodline wins.
We told
We
you
just
so.
talk about
We
how
told you,
badass Solo looks.
He's-
Outside of the fact
dude,
he's
he's
just
great.
shorter.
He is great.
He's amazing, and he never breaks. He
Yeah.
broke. Do you see? He broke at a live event.
I didn't.
He said, "That's my home dog." Solo,
He did.
tell him. Solo, say something. Solo's just like
he just kind of
You know,
he got
when-
Jay to
when
break
they-
on SmackDown
He
too.
did.
When
Yeah,
they did
he
the
did.
the Uzi thing, you know, they never panned back over to Solo.
I did notice that. Yeah.
And it's from
Yep.
what I gathered, it's from he was just
He
putting
couldn't
it
handle it.
together.
You probably didn't hear my bold prediction about. I think Solo. So you're looking at the Bloodline, assuming Sami Zayn's gone at some point. Obviously,
Sure.
Solo's gonna be the biggest star to come out of that group.
He will.
He might
and
be.
I,
He will
I
be.
understand that Roman's in that group.
I just need Solo to put
Look at
shoes
him.
on.
He looks like a badass,
Put shoes on.
and like it's the little things that like,
He's a character,
what
but
Triple
yeah.
H didn't.
Yeah.
Do,
Right.
Triple H didn't do anything difficult. You put an Uso with the Bloodline.
Right.
Like, why is he in NXT?
Right.
He
exactly.
outgrew NXT so
Sure.
fucking fast.
He did.
100%
It was
that.
quick.
Like one guy back with Imperium, like
You guys,
cha-ching, like
you might disagree with this a little bit. I don't know what your opinions are about this man, but he kind of reminds me of Taz a little bit.
Yeah,
Like he just
I
has
can
that
see it.
that badass enforcer. Don't I'll fuck you up. Look, his stance, the aggression. Like, and I know Taz didn't really get too big in the company, but like early on, he was really
he's going to be huge.
very
dude.
much
will.
like
He's going
Taz.
to be
is.
huge. I think he's the one that takes down Gunther. I really do. It's
Maybe.
believable.
Yeah.
they I think they need a fourth member here soon.
Imperium.
to
I thought they
make
had a
that
fourth
work.
member, or they used to.
They used to.
Gotcha.
They had the guy from Sanity that got released.
Gotcha,
Oh,
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
that guy.
But they need one more.
I mean, I
dude,
agree.
dude,
to be
Butch-
real stable. Yeah.
Butch was like my standout for the other team though, because like
He was.
bending fingers and shit. Everywhere he went, he's like,
He breaks
Yeah,
joint
dude.
manipulation, stomp.
I have a hard time watching
Next-
that.
So do
Dude,
I.
like,
You should see his NXT shit.
I
dude.
believe
He
you.
bend
Yeah.
it,
And he stomps.
then he like, how does your hand
Stomp on it.
bend like
and he
this?
stomps, so I can't watch
And it doesn't like break your wrist.
It's like, bro, easy.
It's like, dude.
I gotta eat tomorrow. Easy.
Like-
Calm down.
Chill.
I got weights to lift. Easy.
Settle down.
They're just making this hard for when this ends because
Yeah,
on
it
Raw,
So there was prolonging it,
Oh,
It's,
I mean,
it's
right.
getting
But
so
when-
popular.
I don't know, because now he's fully embraced. So now where do they go from here? So now
Right.
something has to happen to cause tension again. Because now
There's a lot of rumors going around, and I kind of hope it might be kind of true, at least to an extent, where Jay might be the odd guy. He just lost to KO, so now Reigns is going to start liking Sammy over Jay to
Mhm.
cause a different kind of tension. So
Jealousy,
whereas,
yeah.
now I'm the real Luso, Sammy
yeah,
says.
Jay lost on Raw.
I never let Roman down. You
Jay
just
lost on
slacking.
Raw.
Yeah, he did.
KO snuck a win. So that I think KO is the plan for Rumble.
I think
So here's a question.
Even after the bitch smack that bruised Roman's face.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
God,
see that?
Yeah.
I did, and people are like they're trying to compare it to like the AEW shit. It's like, guys, calm down.
AEW
No,
said-
these guys
Calm down.
These guys aren't going backstage yelling at each other.
Nobody's dog got kicked. It's fine.
Yeah.
No one bit somebody.
exactly.
Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, Roman can calm down. He's not wrestling till the Rumble anyway. But so the question is now, I haven't seen this talked about at all. But do we think? Because there's been a few times to where the Uso or Jay specifically runs his mouth to Sammy. Where's your belt out? We got belts. Where's your belt out? Do we think that Sammy might get a belt? No.
No.
All right.
Yeah, and Mania.
I just
The
got
KO are
shut
gonna
down.
win.
Oh,
Tag
well,
title.
I mean, I meant before that. Like,
No.
are we going to see Sammy with a belt inside the Bloodline? And maybe Jay. I mean, obviously Jay can't not have one until they lose it. But I don't know.
I don't think.
I thought that'd be cool if Sammy sneaks one in somewhere and he can like really flaunt with the Bloodline.
I just don't know. Like,
There's really no belt available. I agree, but I just thought it could be cool. That's all. Got shut down.
24/7. Oh wait, it's
It's
a
good.
thing anymore.
It's in the
Nikki
garbage
threw it-
somewhere.
No, it almost got thrown in the
Nikki
garbage.
threw it in the trash.
They didn't even show it on YouTube. That was on the Hulu version of Raw.
That title was terrible.
Then Dana Brooke. That was my title. It's like, stop.
It's like, no. If you're dedicated to that title.
I don't know.
Talk about people that need released.
Yeah.
Right, that was.
Seriously though, like we don't need to
And
hold
it's not
everybody.
even like her stuff's not bad. They just creatively they have nothing for her, and she's not over. Like the
She's
crowd's just
not.
not with it.
Sure. I mean, I agree. That's something that I think both companies, WWE and AEW,
Oh
and just
my
wrestling,
God.
it's
Just take that picture off.
I like that picture.
Ronda Rousey,
Get
take
her
that off.
shit
Ew.
knocked in.
Dude, Ronda Rousey is the worst though. I could talk about her for an entire episode.
No, we can't.
We go.
Hashtag fire Rousey. That's all I'll talk about.
She
every
doesn't
day.
get the business.
She's,
I love her since I was a kid. You don't get it though.
you don't
I
get
know,
it.
but
Jesus
she's
Christ.
gonna take Becky back to like her peak when they fight because
Sure.
everybody hates her so much. When Becky kicks her ass, it's gonna be
Take
like,
her belt.
Sure.
Yep.
But what's funny about it is like people don't like Ronda not because of her character, but because of her personality. Like she's just fucking stupid.
She is.
Like
stupid.
she doesn't
I get
get
that,
it.
but like she's an automatic star maker though. Like if Aaliyah goes and beats Ronda Rousey, if Liv Morgan beats Ronda Rousey clean, Liv Morgan's much more
I think
serious.
hypothetically that might have been true like 2 years ago, but now nobody takes Ronda seriously anymore.
It's still true.
It's just like she's not Brock Lesnar. Like Brock Lesnar, that's absolutely true.
well,
With
she's only
Ronda,
got pinned twice.
it doesn't matter. She's
And-
Ronda
and-
Rousey.
It matter. See, but that still means something. Just because we feel that way, there's a
Real
reason.
us, damn it.
Look, there's still a reason that these house shows are selling out with her main eventing.
Well, there's also a
Yeah.
reason why Twitter is trending with fire Ronda Rousey. Because
Right.
she's boring.
yeah,
She
but
is.
like-
I love that
Shayna
hashtag.
Baszler's better.
Exactly.
Look,
Baszler's better. I agree with that. 100%.
For one,
She does.
like she understands the business.
And she don't cry and boo-hoo like Ronda
I don't
Rousey
like
does.
Ronda, but like I do understand.
I mean, sure, she's a name.
She's extremely valuable.
She was.
She-
I think.
That's what I think too.
I think again she's more suited for the special opponent. Like,
Sure.
oh, you're in this big rivalry and gets injured. All right, well, you need to do an injury angle, get a replacement. Who's your replacement? Then you fucking.
Dude, I think
you
she's
hit
seriously.
Ronda's music can come out, and then the crowd goes, "Holy shit!"
Sure.
That's what she's good for.
Sure,
This every week
because of her
she's
name.
a shit heel. She's a shit face.
She doesn't get the
Exactly.
business.
She don't.
No, if you want to do something, get her a mouthpiece and make her and Shayna Baszler the women's tag team champs, and have
There
them
you
just
go.
fucking run through everyone.
I agree with that.
I mean,
and with a mouthpiece and have and create a mini faction with 2 girls and 2 guys is like the fucking destruction squad, and you have your biggest, baddest some bitches, and then these two girls, and it's over.
But she doesn't even look that good in the ring. Like, she's mediocre in the ring.
Right, but you don't have to look good if you're supposed to be a badass. You're just coming in, wreck shit, and leave.
So, and that's the thing.
I mean,
Like,
like Braun Strowman doesn't look good in the ring, but
Well,
he's big as shit and can throw somebody around.
I'm over Braun Strowman.
You don't like the red
He's
skinny
over
jeans?
it.
You don't like the red skinny
We're
jeans?
we're making a shirt with Chuck's head.
To be fair, I haven't seen him because he's not on the
He's
Hulu version of
over it.
Raw. Because apparently Hulu doesn't give about shit. They're over Braun Strowman too. So I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't control his narrative.
He's
very well.
over
I know that somebody saved him. Like somebody, I don't know. I forget who saved him. Somebody was it like Ali or some shit saved him from a beatdown the other day? I don't know. I don't remember.
How he like they
Ricochet?
should just gave that him his release. I like Ali in the ring.
He's over it.
No,
But he's not over.
He's
You're not going to get over the underdog thing. Doesn't work for you.
He needs to go back to NXT.
Yeah,
Go
He
be a
does.
cop in Chicago.
he needs to go to AEW.
No, he does not. That's not ruining his career.
Go to
Go to
AEW.
Impact.
Put him in NXT,
Go to Impact.
and he'll be fine.
Sure. I mean, it's whatever.
Then,
Well, I'm just sure.
at this point last year, it's a shame when these guys go fucking fire them all.
Or he's over.
But
it.
like the ones they fired, the ones they released, like and the ones they
There's
kept,
no made sense. It didn't make sense back then.
Yes.
Now,
It doesn't make sense when you got Becky versus Ronda at Mania. Everybody's like fire. It's like that's you really don't get much bigger than that.
I mean, I'd rather watch Becky versus Charlotte. to be
I
honest with
understand
you.
what people would rather
Me
watch, but like
too. I agree.
the mainstream of people, like it's in Hollywood. Like they don't want to see Dana Brooke versus Becky. Like it's
Yeah.
the flashing. That's why The Rock's there.
No, and you're
Is The Rock
absolutely
going to put
right.
on a 5-star match? Fuck no.
No,
he's
The
not.
Rock
He's gonna
has
smack
never-
you, spit on his hand, miss his hand,
Okay.
and then
I could argue with that opinion as well because it's not about 5-star matches. It's about quality entertainment. Ronda doesn't have that entertainment
It's
value.
Ronda-
telling the story.
yeah, like Ronda and Becky's story is 3 years long. Like,
Sure,
and
sure.
that's still,
No, and I understand that.
and Becky's the first one to beat her.
I'm just saying, since the last time they interacted, Rousey's intrigue has gone way
Yeah,
down.
this is
And,
where-
and that's what we're trying to like right now. Obviously, she's on the main
Right now,
roster,
she's here.
and what you're building to makes sense. Right?
Sure, it
But
does.
in
When-
theory, she's only good for this.
She's
Like,
at her peak with Becky.
yeah.
Becky works. Everything else has not worked.
Sure, I agree with that.
I think her and
As
Nia
much
Jax
as-
actually work pretty well, but Nia Jax is not
Yeah.
there
As
anymore.
much as it
She's
sucks,
as bad as they both are in the ring. They actually worked.
They
I
did.
mean, I can argue with that.
They
Her-
did.
Becky,
Her and Charlotte work too.
Yeah,
when
they-
when Becky makes her tap, not pins her, makes her tap.
Yep.
That first night of Mania,
Yeah, she will.
yeah, like that's
I
a
think
huge
that'll be
fucking,
her
like,
send off, and then I think she'll
Yep.
go part time.
That'll probably do it.
She needs to be part time.
Then
Right.
you get that match. And then you got
Or-
Charlotte
or
and
no time.
Bianca, because I think Charlotte will fuck them in the. They have huge plans for Rhea.
They do.
Sure.
They're literally
Oh,
using
yeah.
her like China. I
They
think that's
are.
when Triple H sees her.
No.
Look, Vince Russo said Triple H's booking is terrible because he's booking Rhea like China.
Well,
Oh Lord.
okay, so it's the opposite.
Like this China's like going out there and, Rhea's like going out there and bear hugging Rey Mysterio and shaking him all over like
No.
she did.
No, she's hit
She's
tossing
she's
motherfuckers.
beating up the guys. I love that.
Dude, when she picked
She
up and
did.
like threw AJ Styles. it was
Okay,
the
I
greatest
did
thing
not
ever.
like that part. I
See,
did
I think that's just cringy too. Every time Ronda Rousey throws a referee, I'm like, for fuck's sakes.
Anybody
Jesus
can
Christ.
do that.
Now you saw
Rousey.
like Michael Cole. That, dude, Michael Cole is
So
on. Dude,
forced.
I love
Michael
that.
Cole, dude, in that video on TikTok, it was great.
Which one was it?
When they beat up Ray on Thanksgiving.
They did.
Oh,
That-
yeah,
that was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
funny.
He's on
Yeah.
Facebook. He said, I wish there was, he comments, because somebody posted about it. He's like, I wish there was video. So I found the video tagged him. He's like, oh shit.
I said that's what Ray gets for putting his Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving's over.
Yeah. So, yep.
Bitch.
I mean, that got like 10 million views. in,
I
like,
did.
less than 20.
Yeah.
Like, they're
That's crazy.
Judgment Day's hot. Dominic's pretty hot right
He
now.
is.
He's grown on me. He really is.
He is.
He
Oh,
plays
me
this
too.
role a lot better.
Yeah. I like Balor,
Oh,
like
he-
giving him props.
I feel like he is a young Eddie Guerrero.
No,
Like if you remember,
You're gonna piss off Sasha Banks.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
But
I mean, oh wait, if she ever came back on TV, I'd probably be upset.
T-bar.
I don't really care about Sasha Banks. Yeah,
But-
I don't. Now Dominic.
Like, if you remember the and again, you didn't watch WCW, so you'd have to go see. But I did, and he was the LWO cocky. Like imagine the lie cheat still swagger, but
Sure.
like 10 years younger
Sure,
with a mullet.
I got you.
And that's about what you have.
Yeah.
You know, if Dom grows a mustache, he could probably pass off. I mean,
What?
Dom's problem is he has a
Oh.
baby face. Well, I mean, no, I take that back. Dom's problem is he isn't like jacked up on steroids, drugs, and alcohol, unlike all those guys back in the 90s and 80s.
it's true.
So that's where the skin's not grimy yet. He looks, that's the difference. But no, I like Dom. People give him shit. I like him.
I like him. He's good.
I just was over the whole Mysterio tag team title
Yeah.
family.
I agree.
Whatever.
That was embarrassing when he was like holding Mysterio in his bag. Like I can't handle that. Like stop.
That's weird.
Speaking of steroids, real quick, I did watch AEW last week, and the
Yeah,
House of
me
Black
too.
came back,
I did see that.
and
Josh did
Buddy
too.
Murphy looks fucking ridiculous.
He does.
Like that good or bad?
He has
Like,
to keep
he
up with
is-
Rhea.
Like ripped?
Yeah.
No,
He
he's-
looks. I like House of Black. I do like
If
that.
there's
kid.
Look, dude,
No, because
I
his
imagine-
ex-girlfriend Alexa got married, so he had like, well, I'm gonna be fucking ripped then.
he came out just
He did.
jacked. I'm
He
like,
Dude,
sure
"Wow,
did.
I
this
feel
don't
like
go."
him and Rhea probably just work.
That's what
It's
it
like
looks
everything
like.
she posts, like her at the gym, then him.
Yeah.
dancing. It's like, yeah, babe, we're gonna like, we're not watching a movie. We're going to the fucking gym.
Gym all the time.
20 hours a day. You sleep 4.
I wish I had that mentality. The Rock has that fucking mentality.
Yeah.
He's not going to 7-Eleven and buying Snickers. Like he's at the gym working out. It's like I wish I could do that kind of stuff.
Josh would be like the Rock, don't you, Josh?
Fuck the Rock. Don't even start.
Real quick, not to get too sidetracked, but I brought it up. So
the whole show's been sidetracked. It's 56 minutes. Or
That's
It's
true.
Survivor Series.
that's
That
fair.
is true.
So The Rock said
Oh
the
my
Rock
God.
the Rock giving back.
Like the Rock says.
He went back to
We
his
don't want anything
hometown.
that's
Oh, about the candy bars.
Yeah. So again, I used to work on loss prevention, so I know how this shit works. He went back to the store where he used to shoplift Snickers bars,
No
and he
way.
went to that store and bought all of the Snickers bars to give back to the store.
Oh, how sweet.
Now he bought the Snickers bars. He didn't give back to the store. He just how is that giving back from what you
Well, he
stole?
gave back the merchandise, right? So he bought the Snickers and he gave them the Snickers back and the money. So
That's
this-
not no. He didn't give the money back. He gave the product back. That's not money.
It's
The
like,
store-
here's 5,000
No,
bars. Sell
so-
them, bitch.
so-
I'm
I
just
know-
saying, and with inflation now, from when he was a kid,
Oh my
stealing,
God.
We're not bringing
now-
inflation. We're not bringing inflation.
You have
up.
to. You have to. I mean, it's a money guy. Why do you gotta hate on the kind acts? You gotta dive into it.
I'm just telling you. So let's put it this way. Let's say I have a couch in my house, and then that's not the right. I can't. That's not right. But no, he bought the merchandise,
Yeah.
and then he gave the merchandise back. But that's not giving back. You bought it, and then you give it back to him and to give out
You're
for
gonna
free.
make double
No,
the profit.
No, but they're not. But he gave it back to give out to the next people who come in. They're not buying the Snickers bars. They're getting the Snickers bars that the Rock bought.
Well, with the inflation and the way the economy's going, I think he's more than paid it back.
That's
Plus,
alright.
they got
By
the
buying
profit.
Snickers bars? Because they're
If you
again,
bought
no,
the entire store,
again,
how many fucking candy
listen,
bars is this
now
dude
listen,
stealing?
listen.
This kleptomaniac we're talking about.
Listen, now if The Rock bought the Snickers bars and then gave it back to the store so they could resell it, I would agree. But they're not reselling it. There's just people getting it for free now.
Yeah,
So
but
it's not anything.
but if
It's
you-
not anything.
Hold on. Did he buy the entire store
He bought all the Snickers bars.
in the store?
Yeah. So like
How
20.
many fucking Snickers bars did this man steal
It's
when
a
he was a child?
Right.
Probably a lot. He's a big guy.
I mean, there's like 20 per box, right? You gotta think they have
God.
multiple boxes.
So
in the
that's a
store
great
for
question. We should
inflation.
ask him. So how long were you stealing? Let's figure it out. Let's get the average of Snickers bar that you stole.
Right.
And then
because
that you
now
bought.
Now we're talking about felony charges.
Oh, well, that's $1,000.
Oh, you got my. You got
No,
my.
might have been 500 back then.
I mean, listen, we're in 2022 where all the
Oh,
old shit gets dug up to all the problems.
so
So,
Unless you're The Rock, and then he brings it on himself. It's like-
yeah, man.
I understand that
We
shit.
just got the Rock. We just got Dwayne Johnson canceled and possibly thrown in jail for Snickers bars.
all right. So
The
now
more he
could
talks,
be-
the more I'm annoyed by The Rock.
every
Like,
year I get like a hashtag. I forget what it was last year. So this
Uh-uh.
one's hashtag get rocked to prison. So I mean, nobody loved
Has
nuts
so
in their
many
mouth
meanings.
as much as The Rock, but he stole Snickers to feel the warmy goodness of nuts in his mouth.
They were chocolatey
Until he
nuts.
grew up to get him, which you'll probably see in Young Rock season 4, when grown men start putting their dick in his mouth.
Easy.
So-
This is a PG show. Oh, wait, no, it's not. No,
Putting their
never mind.
penis in his mouth.
Get rocked to prison can mean so many different things.
Did you guys watch Black Adam?
No.
That's racist.
Yes.
The best part was the after credit scene when Superman showed up with the original theme song.
Oh, well.
I almost got
It
hard.
was a great scene. The movie itself was pretty good, though.
The movie itself was just okay.
When
It was the epitome of average.
Will you
It was
guys let
better
me
than
know?
Shazam.
Will somebody let me know when,
Oh, I disagree.
when White Adam comes
Shazam
out?
2?
Sorry.
When does White Adam come out? Featuring
Um,
John Cena, probably much better.
Oh my god.
Hey, he's the peacemaker?
I don't know, he can do anything.
He can never do anything else but the Peacemaker at this point.
At this point, he's
The greatest. That's one of the greatest shows I've ever watched.
I haven't watched the show, actually.
Oh, it's so good.
I've watched the Suicide Squad. My
I'm
favorite.
So, fun fact, I haven't watched Suicide
Oh, shit. That's the prequel to that show.
Squad. Yeah, I just seen Peacemaker. I seen a bunch of clips on TikTok, and I'm like, all right, we'll watch it.
My favorite part in the Suicide Squad was when John Cena and Idris Elba, or however you say his name, they were like killing people, and we all thought they were bad guys, and they were like keeping score on who killed the most people. Turns out they're all good guys. That was the best part. But anyway,
I didn't see it with John Cena. I did.
back to wrestling. This is John Cena and Idris Elba.
And 1 hour in, and we get to really dive into true wrestling.
We did Survivor Series.
That's true.
We did.
I'm just saying, fuck The
Fucking
Rock a
Rock.
little bit. I'm kind of over The Rock because the Black Adam is just all right.
He's over.
The
But
best
it's
part,
finally over somebody that I can agree with.
I'm telling you, the best part of Black Adam was when the Superman showed up with not the Superman being there, but it was the original John Williams Superman theme song, which you have not seen yet in these movies. And I was like, oh, got hard a little bit.
And it was still Henry Cavill.
Yeah, well, absolutely. That's
Because
absolutely
it was not supposed to be.
Oh, you're right. But I mean, but The Rock, he's been like, oh, we're going to give Henry Cavill. So I believed him. So I wasn't surprised that Superman. Actually, I saw it in theaters by myself, not to brag. And knowing that was going to be the case. This was before spoilers. I didn't know. I just assumed because of The Rock running his mouth for a long time. And I was really surprised by the music. And that's when my dick got a little bit big. And,
So Chuck went full Pee Wee Herman.
No. It was
should have heard him last week.
You should've.
I forget what the fuck put
What
something.
He
Like,
did.
then he said it. He's like, no.
What was it?
You gotta find that.
CM
shit.
Punk. Was it CM
Yeah,
Punk?
I think it was your CM Punk rant.
I like CM Punk's mouth. That's what I said. Yeah.
He's like, that's not what it sounded like.
His mouth's dirty.
I look
don't
at
like
Yvonne
it.
and I'm like, find that. We're YouTube clipping that.
I said that's CM Punk's mouth.
All right. So wait. Just so we don't have to go back. Give me the bullet points of this rant.
Well, we bring up this every week, by
I was drinking something.
by AEW Backstage Assault. CM Punk's right there. So we kind of just
I
was
think
Bay on?
No. I think it was just the fact, we were talking about CM Punk and whether he should be back in wrestling or
we
not.
were talking
yeah,
about the
that's what I
WWE rumors.
And I liked, I about said it again. I like his,
He said, I like the things that come out of his mouth.
I like
Something
see,
like
I
that.
said I like his mouth. I said I like CM Punk's mouth. That's what I said. What I mean by
He
that,
You agree with what he said.
I don't mean it though.
I like his promos.
His mouth's
That's what
dirty. I don't like
Oh, you
his
didn't
mouth.
like him eating a muffin?
I mean, I'd watch it. But that's what I mean.
This trip to fucking Cincinnati is going to be such a disaster.
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean,
We go find a restaurant so Chuck can get 5-6 more shots in before we go.
I don't watch wrestling. It's fucking silly.
Talking shit about my fireball. Motherfucker gets in the car tank. I don't want to hear it.
That's how you do it.
I just look, like I said, one of the golden rules of traveling when RSH goes on the road, Chuck don't drive. Well, he drives back.
He does.
I'll drive back all day. If I'm driving, I'm not throwing up.
Yeah, he's not driving back from Cincinnati. But what did they call us? Last time we went and we ruined 205 Live. Like Cincinnati's such a trash,
Yeah, dude, I
a
remember
trash
that.
wrestling.
We were
city.
fucking like
the
all
main
the,
event of 205 Live were booing.
that was the night. That was
And they
the,
were both baby faces. Everybody's saying like,
that was the same night that we were doing the Charlotte throat chant or whatever the
Oh,
fuck it was.
God.
you
Yeah.
said,
Adam's
That was that
apple.
same
break
night,
your fucking neck, Bailey. It's like,
dude.
Jeez.
And like,
scared off a small family.
like
Oh, shit.
I firmly believe because like wrestlers were tweeting about it. Like, dude, they hate Cincinnati because of
Dude, I
fucking
know.
Chuck.
Like, we were trending on the way home.
Buddy.
I was like, Cincinnati's number 3 on Twitter right now. They're like, why? Football's over.
And they go to Cincinnati all the goddamn time. That was the first time they
It's
got
like
trending on
most
Twitter.
WWE executive, Cincinnati most disrespectful. Oh, they're at fuck with Armania.
That was ours.
Cut your throat off. I don't tell you.
Break her neck.
That was the same night that we did the Adam's apple, and they were saying we were
What kind of
disrespectful.
chance are you going to start now?
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I've calmed down. This is a lie. I don't do that shit
No, I know,
anymore.
but you act like you're not going to start a chant before we go.
We were pretty solid
going
at that.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten older. I don't do that shit these days.
outside
He's
of
on
Ben-
the Gargano.
outside of Ben trying to
Gargano
launch
chant.
a dive off the stairs.
Sometimes you got an elbow a fucking kid.
Yeah. Somebody that he didn't like came out. We were right above the stage. He's just going to swanton off the upper deck onto them.
I don't know if you guys know this part. I was getting beers for all you guys, and I had to convince the vendor to let me do it because it's a 2-beer minimum. I'm like, I got some friends up there. Just let me do it, man. He's like, you gonna tip? Like, I'll fucking tip. He's like, here, put these 2. It's like, okay, so put them 2. Then here, take these 2, take this 2. All right, I'll give. So that's how that's doing a fucking transaction. And then I fucking dropped everything.
So whoever works at the that arena should be fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's equivalent to stealing Snickers bars.
No, they were cool shit though. They got paid. I paid for it.
I see what they did.
They were
They
cool.
did 2 separate transactions. That's illegal.
Our trip was the bar after that was playing all the theme music. We got that.
Oh, I do remember that.
That was fucking
HBK.
awesome.
Yeah.
HBK,
I'm
it just-
thinking-
I had an orange drink. They didn't have Miller Lite. Yeah, I remember that.
I think that Johnny Gargano should investigate that.
And then we saw what's his name? JBL's. I'm seriously though.
Baron Corbin.
That's a terrible gimmick.
He don't need
It's-
He don't
oh
need
my
him.
God.
He don't need him though.
Dude, I love him, but
He
JBL's
don't
a joke.
need that guy.
It just started.
No, it started like a month ago.
He's
No,
over it.
I know. It just started.
He's
Wrestling
over.
God.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
gonna
shit
be
was
fun.
annoying back in 04.
Dude.
And I'm
He got-
over it.
look, he
in
got-
2022.
Orlando Jordan's gonna come back and be in this guy.
There you go. We're getting new.
The Bashams.
He's gonna run for 2024. I like it.
I'd vote for him over Biden.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
me
I
too.
agree.
That's,
Me too.
that's for a different time.
Yeah.
I want my president Bill to ride a fucking bicycle.
I want my
But,
president to be able to speak words. That's all I want.
I don't want to bring my like.
say words out loud.
I don't want to bring
That's all I need.
small, like younger, like 15, anywhere from ages 6 to 28 women, so he can smell their hair and shit.
Oh,
But anyway,
That's what-
Johnson's running.
What is
The
it?
Rock 2024.
I'll vote for The Rock over JBL.
Josh is
I'll move. I'll move to fucking Saudi Arabia and
I
just
mean,
buy a cave
seriously,
like
though,
everybody else.
I just want to see the fucking promo. Let's say
I'll go to Saudi and I'll get my WrestleMania twice a year.
Oh my Lord.
7 p.m.
I'll
We get
get-
1 p.m. here.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. Black Friday special.
Look, mate, look, The Rock's a fucking shouldn't be allowed to run.
Oh,
He was never convicted.
he
Well, he
wasn't.
told on himself. Snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
So,
What's that word when you what's it when you get like the crime is
so
what's that word I'm looking for?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
No,
That's what that's
eating
that's,
people.
that's what the that's
No,
what
what's-
The Rock basically did.
What's the word where it doesn't matter anymore?
Irrelevant.
No, well that's a synonym.
Oh,
the
AJ
legal
Styles.
word.
Don't mention Styles. How rude.
What's
that makes fun.
I'm a criminal justice major. What is this word?
That's a problem.
What's it mean?
It's Jesus Christ. I'm not even drunk. I know it.
He's not even-
It's
I typed it. It's
Not
Jesus
expunged.
Christ,
Not
and a bunch of weird
expunged,
videos came up.
no
Expunged
expunged when you
record.
expunged when you have a record, you get it.
not even.
It's when the crime no longer matters.
Look, I typed in "it's Jesus Christ" and this meme popped up.
I have to Google it. This is my own brain hating me. Well, no, I can't even Google it. I don't know how to word it. Fuck.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Circumstances. That's something with circumstances.
Circumstantial evidence.
I'll Google it to you later.
In the group chat, we're just gonna get this random like 2 words. Like he's fucked up.
I found it.
What's gonna happen is I'm gonna wake up at 1 a.m. tomorrow and be like, shit, that's
it.
I do that at work all the time. There's this guy named Dave that like he'll help me out and shit. I'm like, I'll tell him something. I'm like, fuck, I forgot. It'll come back and I'm like, pizza. And he'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, that's what I had yesterday. You psycho. And I was like, today he was on a ladder and I was like, hey Dave. And he's like, nobody's holding it. And I was like, look, you can be like Jeff Hardy except you're sober. And he's like, what the fuck?
There you go.
Dude, if OSHA gets called, a guy falling off the ladder in my work's the last thing they should be worried about.
Yeah, that's fair.
But anyway, OSHA, stay away. But what the fuck's next? So they're planning so the SmackDown after Christmas and the Raw after New Year. So like SmackDown's like the 28th, then Raw's like the 2nd. Some shit like that. Or the 20, whatever.
Sure.
They're gonna load up those 2 shows pay-per-view like.
There you go.
All right.
So that's their plan because they got rid of Day One and TLC. So that'll be the next thing before Rumble.
That's probably how they blow off the LA Knight, Bray Wyatt.
Did they do anything on SmackDown? I didn't watch SmackDown this past week.
LA Knight was in a crutch,
Yeah.
cut another good promo,
He did.
and
He
said
did,
that-
That's what he said. Yeah.
That's all he
said if
says,
he wasn't
yeah.
injured, he'd kick Bray's ass, and then wasn't he found laying out again?
He was found
Yeah.
laying out again.
They found him
Yeah.
laid out again.
Wonder
Gotcha.
who did that.
Bray came
Jeez.
out and said like I didn't attack him,
Okay. Well,
and then
Well, he probably did it.
Yeah,
Uncle
I
Fat.
like
Yeah.
Tourette's. Like, he'll go to his promo and they go, yeah. And then they go right back into the promo again.
Yeah.
That's what injuries
But
happen.
it's,
Yeah.
it's over. It's shit.
it's very over.
it is big
It's-
time.
No, I love it.
Stupid.
I love it.
Just about as over as scissoring, which I don't understand either.
That's so
me and
dumb.
Josh
Oh, so it's funny. So we were
I don't like that either.
So at Dart League, 3 out of the 4 watch WWE. We got the other guy, he's on the border. We explained to him the Bloodline shit. He's like, dude, that actually sounds good. And I was like, it's the best story in wrestling for the last 2 fucking years. But anyway, we're the ones, and we all do like the finger point thing. So last night I was like, finger me, daddy ass. And they just looked at me like, what did you just say? And I was like, the most popular catchphrase in AEW. And they're like, no. And they Googled it, and it's like, yeah.
It's pretty popular.
Number 1 shirt in AEW.
It's the most
Statute of limitations.
He found
Well,
it.
nobody's more limited than The Rock. Now, if he's going to start giving back stuff, give me back my pay-per-view money of all those shitty matches I had to watch from the fucking early 2000s in your prime. Watch me.
I was just going back to the fact that's what it's called when your crime no longer matters. The statute of limitations.
Well, if he's giving back, you owe me about 62 grand. So buy your action figure when I was a little kid
No, you
to
did.
continue.
Did you buy it or did your parents buy it?
It's mine. Like, if you want to get
statute limitations.
if you want to get technical with the law, it's in my possession. So fuck them.
Anyway,
I had to
this
buy
is
The
most
Rock.
over Billy Gunn's been. That was the whole point I was.
I
Dude,
don't.
and
I
on-
don't understand.
Dude,
that.
and then on
It's the
AEW,
most over he's ever
Dude,
been in his entire career.
I'm watching Dynamite. I'm like pissed off at her.
He's not-
for
he's
make-
not.
I'm pissed.
He was mad.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? She's like, well, Chucky ain't on yet. And I was like, just put it on USA. I'll watch Modern Family for an hour.
Oh, show time. It's a great show.
I don't even fucking care, but I won't.
Hey, it was my birthday. Easy.
Billy
It's all
Gunn
like a
comes out. He's
birthday.
like, yeah, I got this fucking match.
I
He said
fast-forwarded.
something. Then he said, I got pull around here. I was like, who the fuck are you? You're like the guy in DX that nobody gave a fuck about.
To be
Right.
fair,
Like,
Billy Gunn is really good behind the scenes.
I don't care what he does. Behind the scenes, Paige makes pretty good porn. That doesn't mean anything.
That was once.
I'm ready.
That was several.
I fast forward
Just
that
like
part.
Paige porn. I'm ready for Soraya porn.
Oh god.
Updated. I
Her,
like it.
her neck's not broken now.
Whatever. Billy Gunn. I like Billy Gunn, but this scissoring shit, I don't get.
No, and it's over. And it's everybody in the crowd has a shirt. They're all. I thought it was funny though. I said, "Finger me," and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "You'd be surprised how over that is."
Yeah.
I had somebody
It
tell
is.
me the other day. Somebody asked me, "Is like, what do you think is worse?" As a kid at school, they say "suck it" or if they say "scissor me, daddy." And I said, as you know, a 35-year-old dude, if I had a 10-year-old who said to somebody, you know, by me, if somebody said "scissor me, daddy" compared to "suck it," I'd be fucking horrified.
Yeah.
Like, what the
I-
fuck?
I am a
Right.
parent.
Like
And
what?
I'd smack the shit out of him.
Right, like,
Right.
what the-
Like,
Yeah.
Like maybe
no
I'm
child
numb
protective
to suck
services
it.
needed called, but like no, like that's
It's different.
it's absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, all respect to dude. I know he's gay. Whatever.
I don't care about any of that,
kind
yeah.
and none of that has a factor with this.
That's
right?
actually lesbians who scissor. So
Right.
It's all fucked up.
And
It
then the
is, yeah.
whole thing is weird, but you cancel the gimmick because of non-PG. But then they're
No, because
trying
it's
to
their
go.
best. It's the hottest.
I mean,
thing
it's
to
selling.
It is, yeah.
It's I understand that
And
selling.
at what point do you like draw a line? I mean, you gotta look on the parents. As a
Well, not only that-
31-year-old man, I don't understand
So question.
how it got
So
over.
were our parents in the 90s talking just like us now? With the over suck it.
Oh, probably. Well, you know, and I have this conversation with my mom now. You know, my kid and his grades and all this and that and whatnot. Just like struggles not with the work, but turning it the fuck in to get it graded, right?
Sure.
So 0 is worth nothing compared to like even if you didn't know what you were doing, something's better than
Sure.
nothing.
But does he say
But
scissor me, daddy?
It's the same conversation though, right? Like, hey, you did the same shit when you were a kid. So I'm sure when I was little, hey,
Like so, like,
Suck
like,
it.
like is it comparable? Because
Right.
like somebody's trying to compare. Like I said, maybe I'm numb to suck it because it's been around for 30 years. But like, it's different though. Like scissor me. Like what the fuck is that? No,
That's
stop.
so
It feels like this feels like dirty.
Scissor me, daddy.
It feels like. But what's it called when there's like what's it pedophilia? It feels like pedophilia to me. I don't know what. No, no, it's
I feel
not.
like it's awkward. I don't get it. I think they're both super talented. The team's awesome.
Sure.
But I like the overall gimmick, the rapping, the hypeness. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
like
But,
everything
like,
about it's cool. I just don't get.
I don't either.
I saw Topanga doing
Your
it.
safe searches are.
I
Look,
saw Topanga.
I typed in "scissor me, daddy oos" and it said "safe search is off. You might see nudity, sexual content."
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
god.
clicking images.
Oh my gosh.
But I saw Topanga from Women's Rule doing it because she met one of them wrestlers. I was like,
Oh,
what is
there's
going
that
on?
Remember that one?
There's that
"Scissor
meme.
me, daddy oos."
I saw that meme. Yeah,
What,
it's
Josh,
good
you
shit.
want
That's
their
the
shirt?
best one so far.
Joshua with their shirt.
Dude, I saw that on Twitter, and somebody commented, "Holy shit, they signed Roman and Sami Zayn," and I was like,
You should
"Dude,
you should say
there
yes.
are all. It's the
You should have
same."
said yes.
I have a buddy who was like, "I can't believe they leaked the Royal Rumble list," and I was like, "You know,
Just say it's true. You should. You're like, yeah, I can't believe it either.
Yeah,
Let's go along
Zach
with
Matt
it.
Cardona came in at number 3.
Yeah, let's go along with
The
it.
Rock got eliminated by like fucking Jimmy Uso or
CM
something. I was
Punk-
like,
CM
what?
Stage, like,
And Brock Lesnar took his spot. Like, what the fuck?
Totally
happened?
true. Let's go with it. Like, dude, that's what I do. When people say shit like that, yeah, it's just crazy, isn't it? I can't believe it.
Tony Khan has never scissored Shad Khan. It's his father. Thinks he would love it. It's a fucking headline. Look at this shit.
Oh
Look.
my god.
I mean, it's Tony Khan has never scissored Shad Khan. I know who Shad Khan
That's
is.
his
I guess.
dad.
That's his dad. Ew.
I mean,
Whatever goes on in your
Oh,
household
Tony
is
Khan.
your business.
Oh, Tony Khan, you now have another fucking image in the fucking
you dirty,
RSH.
you nasty guy.
Scissor me, Daddy Khan.
I mean,
Ew,
hey,
gross.
whatever one likes. I'm not here to judge. I'm
This
an
one
American.
time, I think they might get more views on Rampage if they just have the Acclaim come out and scissor each other.
But seriously, like, I'm not even trying to. Again, I don't have kids, so like, I'm not like, oh, I'm a
There
grown
it
man
is.
now.
90s kids, suck it. 20s kids, scissor me. Look at Billy Gunn. He's
It's-
responsible for both.
It's different. Like, that's a good point. He is responsible for both.
Look at this motherfucker.
He is, yeah.
He's doing both. That guy gets it all. He sucks it. He scissors it. He doesn't give a shit.
He does
I
not.
like that. You got it all.
He does it both.
Only.
Oh, man, Chuck.
Like I'm telling you,
Yes, he did get scissored.
if
in
I
WWE.
had if I had 2 kids,
That's
one
it.
said suck it, one said scissor me, I'm smacking the scissor me kid.
Yeah, agreed.
I just don't get it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's just us. I also like, as funny as it is, I don't get the Orange Cassidy thing after a while. Like, to give him a title.
Is he still the same
Yeah,
gimmick as he
to
was
make
back in the
him-
day?
Yeah, to
He
make
carries
him
it in a backpack.
He carries it in a
backpack.
to make him a legit.
I like that.
I do too.
I like it.
I do too, but for different reasons. I like it because that belt is trash and it deserves to be
And-
carried as such. You made a belt called
he's
the
a cool cat, man.
Mid-Atlantic. Like I don't even know what. Like just name him interim something. Like that's their
Right.
go-to.
Right,
I know. Hey, congratulations
Well,
to
I like that gimmick.
congratulations to the ugliest person in Britt Baker's stable. She's champion now,
Jamie
and
Hayter.
she's not interim. Thunder Rosa is officially out of the restroom,
She's injured.
and
Yep.
She's gonna be fired.
and she is going to. That's going to be one of my bold predictions for 2023.
The
Thunder
WWE.
Rosa is going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble.
I believe it.
I have.
I do too.
So wait, a little behind on that because I could give a fuck less about most of AEW's women wrestling. What is
Yep.
going on with her?
Beat
I know that.
Johnny Storm,
Yep.
Thunder Rosa, relinquished the belt on. I don't know if it's on TV.
She
but
did it backstage.
I don't know what the fuck, but she relinquished the belt.
Because she's injured.
They said they'll acknowledge her time as the champion. Tony Storm's time will be as the actual champion, but Hayter has the real belt.
Yep, she does.
Thunder
Yep.
Rosa is looking to get out of AEW. With AEW, this dude named Triple H was in NXT. Like, listen, if you want to be a star, well,
Exactly.
now let's see if she's stupid enough to make that decision,
Right.
not choose them twice.
Right.
Yeah.
But she did.
You
She
go to
will.
WWE.
Oh yeah.
She was. She's really good.
She is
Back
good.
when we did AEW or whatever the fuck that website was on 2 websites ago.
Yeah.
They got her on. Remember?
What was it? Was it
Bakley gave her like $30 and like,
ARW or
Oh
something?
yeah.
remember? And she came on. It was super weird.
I don't remember.
I
They
know
had
that.
Thunder Rosa on because they had to pay her $40, and they got pissed off because she had her phone like this, and it wasn't even sideways. And then she'd like eat during the. She's like, "Yeah, it's great."
Hey man, yeah,
Like soap and shit.
she's busy.
Well,
busy.
she's been in the bathroom for about 6 months. She has kids and shit.
With a title. Stay out of the bathroom.
Is calling Jamie Hayter the ugliest person in Britt Baker? Is that an insult?
Yes, because I don't think Britt Baker's that hot.
I think Rebecca's pretty hot.
That's all right.
I put it in worse.
I think Jamie Hayter's
maybe,
pretty hot.
maybe I'm turned off because she likes dudes that are 2 foot tall. Like Adam
Oh
Cole.
my.
You like Adam
Well,
Cole
yeah,
and
he
NXT?
did.
Calm
Listen,
down.
you know what?
And he
Calm
liked-
down.
and he
You
liked
know-
Orange
You
Cassidy
can't
too.
call Chuck out at the beginning for hopping on the Bengals bandwagon.
Yeah.
They're winning now. And not act like a year and a half, 2 years ago when we're doing the War Games
Yeah, but he
with
was
Adam
good.
Cole and NXT. He's good there.
No,
He was
he's
short then
He's
too.
just
He was
hurt.
still short.
He's
Yeah.
still short.
Short doesn't matter in AW.
Oh
No, it doesn't matter anywhere. If you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
Look at
And he
Ricochet.
like-
He left.
And he liked Keith Lee at one
Adam
point,
Cole's
too.
like Tom Brady's this year.
But
Like,
yeah, if he
he's
got
still the
released
best, but he's
and
like-
showed up at the Rumble.
I mean, it's one of them things. If Triple H, if Vince would have raped that chick 4 years ago,
Hey, what did you guys
he
think?
never would have left.
He did.
You-
He just didn't get
Well,
beat.
that's what I'm saying.
So I did an
They
article.
just need to get Nick Khan in there.
I know
somewhere.
you're not on social.
Facts.
You're not on
Watch
social
that money
media,
trail.
But I did write an article last week. It came out last week. 5 things that would have changed if Triple H was in charge of WWE when AEW debuted. So it's like 3 years back. What did you guys think? I think I was pretty.
No,
I was harsh.
I liked it.
No, it's pretty accurate.
It was really good.
Number one,
Cole will still be there.
Dude, I got like 5 messages on Twitter. You piece of shit. For my Jimmy, Bebe, whatever.
Sure.
He was like, dude, the Marks are gonna fucking hate you. And I looked on Facebook, it's like 236 likes, and I was like, dude, they hate me. Number one was Peacock or AEW Dynamite would be in Peacock.
I'm not sure about that one.
Look,
but
look, all I'm saying is, hey, we got a comment.
What I'm saying is that AEW might not be a thing if Triple H took charge 2015.
He knows. You guys are cracking me up. I like that
Sebastian,
article.
there he is. Yeah.
Look,
What's up,
look,
Sebastian?
so my defense was, I'll send it to you. Adam Cole's not there right now. CM Punk never goes back. Keith Lee is on Raw or SmackDown. Swerve's still there. Tony Storm's still there. Paige is still there. Let's go down the fucking roster, bro. Because he was really close to going to WWE the first time. Does Britt Baker go with Adam Cole this time because Vince ain't in charge? There's a lot of shit that changes. I guarantee you, Keith W.
No, same with Adam Cole.
I mean, all those people when they got fired.
I agree with some, and then there's some. I mean, there's some guys that were going to jump ship anyway to get bigger. And honestly, they probably would have excelled had not the influx came in. I think a guy like a Miro, Rusev, whatever the fuck you want to call him, would have been studly in AEW until you get 10 other better people.
Right, everybody else.
And it's not knocking him. It's just that he's not as good as they are.
If you have an influx of people, that's what's going to happen.
Moxley's a guy that needed to get out. He said it in interviews, and I get it. I think I'm not a fan of his character. Like, I just don't like him.
I fucking hate him.
But I think this was the best thing. He's over.
I like
he
him.
crushes
I do
it.
too.
It
He does.
I don't know. It's just something about he was my least favorite of the Shield. I won't say I dislike him, but I'm not gonna line up to go see a John Moxley match. I'd rather watch Seth Rollins.
He's been to the fucking Dayton like 14 times this past year.
He has, yeah.
I never went, but yeah, I mean, just doing whatever shows that they had to do in Dayton.
All right,
he lives in Cincinnati now.
He does, yeah.
5, real quick. The Universal Championship picture would be in a lot better shape. He inherited this fucking disaster with Roman. Like, how do you get the belt off of him? Like, it'd be much more clear. Like, Triple H wouldn't have to jump through hoops like he feels like he has to now to make this happen.
I agree.
Well, he's fixing a lot of shit.
Hold on. Real quick. My disagreement with that is
Because, like, my issue is, how do you get The Rock versus Roman without The Rock winning the Rumble?
Yeah.
Like, that's a shitty position. It's like earlier, the only thing you can do is have Cody win, fight him the night of the Rumble, make a big deal. First time ever. You know, they love that.
Are you still, essentially speaking, that Cody still starts AEW though and stays over there, comes over at the same time?
I think he would have, because Cody. I mean, I don't think Cody and Triple H were on good terms when Cody left, even because.
Right. Well, but things change. Obviously, you go 3 years, 4 years right before AEW kicks off.
Sure, but but Cody left before AEW was a thing, didn't he?
Right. He did his indie scene, so he did what most like McIntyre did. So
all right. So you guys think Daniel Bryan?
Yes, I do think he would have left.
Oh, yeah, he wants to wrestle in front of like.
He wanted to do other things.
Yeah, Aleister Black's not there. Ruby Riott ain't there.
Nope, Ruby Riott.
That Ty bitch that's married to fucking Sammy Guevara. They can fucking both go.
Ty Khan.
Swerve Scott, Neville.
Neville's
probably gone. Keith Lee's
Neville and
staying.
Danielson are Swerve. I can see being there.
I don't know anything about Swerve.
It depends. Death Row doesn't get released as a whole.
No, they don't.
Hit Row.
Hit
Row.
I've gotten comments. Oh shit!
Hit Row. Oh shit!
We're getting loaded.
Oh shit! Private photos.
Oh, them again.
Yeah.
Dude, why you don't start the car if you're not driving anywhere, bro? Like, I need these pictures.
That's how you know you made it when you get spam.
Sorry, Seabass. We got to get through the porn.
We get it. They send it once. It's sent 3 times. I guess
that was my
message, but.
I think this picture's more clear. I don't think we're going into. First off, these belts are never unified. That at number 5. They never would have unified the belts just because Brock Lesnar wanted it to happen so he could disappear for whatever.
Exactly.
Then 4, he's already doing it. Every title would mean exist. The IC and US have more value now than they have had in years.
Absolutely.
Sure.
The women's titles even have some value. They were just a fucking toy there for a while.
They were.
Yeah, remember the Divas champion?
Yep.
Full of sperm.
Then, oh god damn it, Paige. WWE would have not lost the Wednesday Night War because there would not have been one.
I don't think they would have lost. Right, I agree with that.
Well, Tony,
it still would have went back and forth at that.
Okay,
because AEW was hot, it was new, it was going to get the media
See,
Sure.
And you
And it's,
do have
and it's NXT, which isn't a
and
man
this,
show.
this probably get you guys a little bit of hate on your podcast here. You might cut your viewers in half to one.
You need a half of one right now.
half of one.
Come back.
That's not even to talk shit.
Yeah, 12-year-old watching us.
somebody's apparently naked, fucking
That they had to
scissor
say.
me, daddy, and
They
turn
had-
somebody on over
They
there.
said it 3 times with a heart and a check mark. We can only need one message, not 3. Really?
That shit.
Listen,
Anyway.
my defense was, you know how he's utilizing all the talent through 3 shows right now? Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. Roman Reigns comes to NXT to confront Adam Cole, starting a Undisputed Era. You don't
Sure.
think that shit would have possibly happened back
No,
then?
he's too short. I would have hated it.
I don't care what you don't like
I think
anything.
AEW would have enough Mark
He's-
indie fans, right? That think they know.
I mean, it's all
I just
different.
don't think-
That's who they're driving artists. That's why Scissor Me Daddy asses it. That's why the guy carrying a title around in the backpack doing fake kicks.
I like that one.
I mean, the gimmick is cool, right? But is he a champion?
Oh, there we
he's-
go.
no,
I
he's
made a
fucking
list
guy
right now.
He's a champion because he can do that. It's kind of like, have you watched Wednesday on Netflix yet? It's like she is super cool, chill when doing, but when she kicks ass. That's the same gimmick as this guy, as Orange Cassidy.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Right?
All right. He's coming out that way. I'll give you that one. I can see it that way. But you have enough Mark people. It's why, as much as I wanted to like the Young Bucks when they first came out, I did. The more and more I see of them, it's the same
You know what
shit. It's
one-
repetitive.
you know one
and they're
bad
over
thing?
because they built this cult-like following. Same with Kenny Omega. I've said it on here 1,000 times. He's the most overrated person that
Yeah.
I hate all 3 of them.
comes out, right?
You know what's funny? They all could have been with WWE.
They
Oh,
could have been.
Triple H was looking at Omega.
He
hard.
was, yeah.
Well, fucking the Bucks are trained by Booker T.
I remember 2017
So, like-
they were
That's
talking
right.
about it. But like, dude, they came out, not to get off topic, which we do, but they came out to Carry On My Wayward Son,
Can't get
and I
over that.
can't.
They will be in WWE by the time they're one time.
Omega for
Everybody
sure.
always goes
Omega
through.
will.
The Young Bucks, I hope
They,
fucking
they-
not.
no, and they
They
will.
will. One good run.
I hope they. I'm not going to say it because that's bad karma,
But
but
look-
I just
look.
can't.
All right, I'm gonna name off these people that I have on this.
I had
You
to
guys
have-
tell me if they stay or leave still. If Triple H is in charge at the beginning.
Sure.
Bray,
Oh, he's staying.
Staying.
is he ever fired?
No, he's
No.
retired.
Nope.
The Undisputed Era.
No.
No, they're
Keith
staying.
Lee,
Staying.
No, staying.
Regal.
Staying.
All day
Yeah,
staying.
staying.
He got
Yep.
tweeted on Sunday from Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H
He
ain't
did.
any fucks.
He did.
Swerve Scott,
Probably staying.
Aleister Black,
Staying.
Staying.
Buddy,
Staying.
Paige.
I don't know about Paige.
But listen, those next
3 years ago.
Those next 3, even Paige, right? What are you doing with them? Like,
Well, she's
because
more of-
then again, at some point, it's
Backstage
ridiculous,
person,
right?
though.
And I'm not saying that some of these people wanted their release to get a chance to shine,
Sure.
right? So I think
Oh, see,
there's a 50-50 chance you leave.
He's right hit row though, wasn't he?
yeah,
It
Hit
depends
Row-
on they just got, but NXT or when AEW first kicked off, which means
Yeah.
he would be
Well, he
not
was.
in NXT doing Swerve's house.
Well, wasn't he fired from by Vince?
yeah,
So he
He
would.
was.
He would have. He
he
would
would
have
have
quit.
never got fired.
He was fired. He
Yep.
would have left
He
because he
went-
would have never been fired.
These guys wouldn't have been. I think the point is, these guys wouldn't have been that unhappy.
They would.
Like he
Oh.
utilizes 3 brands, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody gets a say. His doors open. I mean, you guys have seen the reports. I'm sure they're everywhere. Like morale's had like everybody loves
Yeah.
it there. Like they
Sure.
look for a job that requires you to be on the road 300 days a year. I can imagine that's taxing.
Oh, for
So
sure.
they're like, this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
best morale's
I'd be
been.
burnt out
like
all day.
they said, the hype for the Rumble is like Survivor Series broke records, dude. The most
Sure.
at the
They
game.
did.
Like
Yeah.
It was fun.
Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee would have happened at a WrestleMania.
It would have
And
absolutely.
we were robbed of that. And it was amazing in NXT.
It was a great match.
The Undisputed Era would probably have been fighting the Bloodline
They would.
Saturday
Oh,
night.
They
arguably,
would have.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
The Undisputed Era would be running roughshod. So like Samoa Joe, I think would have stayed.
He would have stayed.
I mean, he was fired.
I don't
twice by
blame
Vince.
him for leaving.
Like, I mean,
He's the one I get because they fired him like the day after Mania.
he was
where
fired
had-
twice.
when he was in the rain.
he
and
was.
then
Yep.
they hired him back, then they fired him again.
Fired him.
Triple
again.
H brought him back for
Yeah.
NXT, and then
And then
Vince
they-
fired him again.
Andrade might have stayed.
Yeah, he would.
He was a Triple H bringing. He's hot in NXT.
He's not
Really?
doing nothing in
Triple H hyped him
AEW.
enough.
That's for sure.
Christian.
Oh, yeah, Christian.
Um,
I don't.
that's
think-
arguable.
That's a tough
I'm
one.
just look,
That was
Cesaro,
arguable. I think Christian would have left.
He's
FTR probably still leaves. Neville, but MJF and Britt Baker, I did look like they were negotiating.
They were
But they
good.
decided to go to AEW.
What
That-
Big Show? Big Show. Let's talk about Big Show. Is he on your list?
No, absolutely not.
Well, I listened to Big Show's interview, and Big Show left because Vince McMahon stopped calling him Big Show and started calling him Paul White, and that's why Big Show knows I'm done with WWE.
If I knew calling him Paul White would get him to leave, I would have called him that.
Big Show is the best big man they've ever had. Outside Andre the Giant. I'm not going to argue that, but, you know.
Excuse me? Omos?
Your boy MVP.
Let's have Omos have a Netflix TV show.
I'm gonna go and say I take Nash Diesel over.
No, but they weren't that same level. I mean, Big Show was like your own replica. Like, there's only a couple of them. Big Show,
You know who's
Braun,
gonna be
Omos.
in 10
Like,
years?
Big Show was that role.
Look,
Kevin Nash was never that role.
In like 10 years, Gunther's going to be in that conversation.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Gunther. Yeah. I like Gunther.
Was it like a year ago we were shitting on that name and it's really just kind of.
I mean,
it worked.
It does.
His
It's like Butch.
attitude.
It's
Yeah.
like Butch. Like,
hated it, but it works.
For him, it works
I'm not
because
mad at it.
It does work.
because they didn't give up on it right away like other characters,
Right.
for one. And the character didn't really change with the name, unlike other characters who change with their name. He's the same character, just a different name.
All right, look, let me read the first paragraph. This is what I say every week, but whatever. Number one was AW to be out of business and part of Peacock. And I mean, like, it's right under the shitty movies. Like, it's not even highly ranked. It's like WWE, The Office, Parks and Rec, AW was like at the bottom of Peacock. You have to search it to find it because it's that fucking terrible.
They'd have their own link. It'd be like WWE branch.
No, it would not. All right. If Triple H is in charge, 60% of AEW's roster is probably still in WWE outside of Moxley, Jericho, and Hager. Those are the three I thought were going. Like, they just wanted to go.
Yep.
Especially Hager. Like, now he's walking around shirtless in the fucking grocery
Wearing
store.
bucket hats.
He was pouring gas. Leave him alone. Shit.
He's pouring gas.
and wearing bucket hats.
No, he's at the store.
I saw him pumping gas.
He's like, "Do you like my hat?" It's like, "Is that what you're trying to get over? Like, why don't you just create Jericho another appreciation group?"
No,
Anyway.
I saw a picture of him topless pumping gas. That's what I saw.
20 years later, he's still not over. AEW struggles badly to push their homegrown talent, and they do.
Sure.
So if MJF and Britt don't go there, what homegrown talent do they have? Sammy Guevara is your champion right now. Like,
He's a fuck.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
And then let's go to the ratings.
Or hire somebody because I can't punch people in the face.
AEW struggles to get 1 million viewers unless they name each Dynamite some lame ass special show like Snake by the Lake. It was something like that. I was supposed to know.
I believe.
I said I think that's what it was called. It was named something that dumb for sure. So I
Snake by
clarified.
the lake.
Every week they have a big surprise or big announcement. Those get old when you get them every single week.
Right.
WWE TV would be so much better. Where the fuck did I lose it? 2, which would hurt AEW. Their ratings have jumped since Triple H took over. SummerSlam, Crown Jewel, broke records, all of that shit. And Triple H did this in 4 months. I put in all caps 4. I mean 3. Dude, I don't care.
I got you.
Could you imagine if you led them from day one of AEW debuting? AEW would get such low viewership it'd have to shut down.
I mean, that's the problem.
WWE would take pity on them and throw them in the Peacock library. Triple H would take the superstars he liked and get rid of the ones he didn't. Oh, because WWE is better than AEW and you know it. MJF.
And you know it.
And you know it.
That company is like a high school with people hiding in bathrooms. 38,298 interim titles.
Exactly.
And
A lot.
storylines that go nowhere. Without a doubt, the number one thing that
Exactly.
happened, they'd be in Peacock.
It's unfortunate.
I
too.
don't think I'm super far off.
No, you're not.
But
You're
I
close.
got some threatening messages on Twitter that
No,
I'm very
boy,
proud
I
of.
imagine.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
I shared it on the RSH Twitter account. Okay?
Oh,
Nice.
They messaged me on my personal account.
Like, fuck
Like,
this guy.
they took the effort to figure out
They found out who
which
you
one
were.
I was. And
That's how you know you made it.
because if they would have sent it to our account, you all
I
would
would
have
have
seen
seen
it.
it.
Saying
Yeah.
it, yeah.
They found me. Like, fuck you piece of shit, Mark. And I was like,
Wow.
upside down smiley face. Apparently that pisses people off.
Sure.
It truth
But yeah.
hurts, right?
Remember that one time we were talking wrestling on Twitter and that one lady. I don't remember exactly, but we were talking wrestling and I made her mad and she threw I have a cat, my dead cat now. She was in my profile picture on Twitter. She said, "I'll kill your cat."
Dude, I got our
So
idea.
I invited her to come on the show and talk
I
about
got
it.
our idea for next
She
week.
declined.
I got our idea for next week, but Katie Vick's forbidden.
Katie Vick is forbidden.
Forbidden.
Why?
Top 5 worst storylines in the history of wrestling.
I mean, Johnny Gargano and Dexter Loomis and the Miz.
That's it. When we go Super Bowl, Chuck
I
has
think I
started
need
Johnny.
another week off. I'm very.
I like that. I like Katie Vick being excluded because clearly
That's
she's-
number one. Like,
Triple H humping a corpse.
yeah.
That's
You like that, don't
that's
you?
pretty rough television.
Oh,
That would be
rough.
the number one, except her, because she's the only one that doesn't have that sick mind.
Yeah.
Oh
But
god,
let's
I
do-
remember
What year were you
that.
born?
I remember that.
95.
It was.
You're like 12,
Yeah.
I do
So
remember that.
the 5 worst storylines
maybe 8, maybe
ever.
10. I think 05, right?
You want to do cringy? No, next week it'll be episode whatever the fuck number. Worst storylines ever. And then we can bring up some shit today too. But it's whatever, all of them.
Sure.
So my number one's gonna be AEW.
Let's do top 5.
And it's gonna be like which one? All of them.
All of them.
Well, we can't include WCW because they have a lot too. From what I
That's
hear.
my number 2.
I mean, just the company in general.
Yeah. AEW's 1, WCW's 2.
They literally had a wrestler that was dressed up as Gene Simmons.
They did.
Called the Dean.
And
I think that'll be
they had
fun.
a stormtrooper guy too. Did
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun to research too.
yeah.
We're kind of at the dead period in December where like there's no pay-per-view.
Right,
yeah,
not.
wrestling's kind of done in.
I mean, it's the road to the Rumble.
It's the off season.
Right.
Well, this
it
is
is.
where-
It is.
This is where we get a couple weeks where it's just like we're building to the Rumble, which is fucking like 80 days away.
Right.
Exactly.
We're at the pre-road to WrestleMania.
So next week we'll do our top 5 worst storylines of all time.
I like that,
I do too.
And then
excluding Katie Vick. I like that.
No, I'm gonna put that in the title. 5 worst storylines of all time. Not Katie.
Excluding
and I'm
Katie
gonna
Vick.
put like the little fucking whatever the thing is. Katie Vick not allowed to be used.
Put the picture of Triple H on top of the corpse.
That's gonna be. That's gonna be the picture.
Oh my god.
Ah,
The savior of WWE,
oh my god. And then
arguably.
we do need to book. So we do our book the Rumble. We do that we've done that every year so far.
Yeah,
we
we
need to
do.
squeeze that in before Christmas.
Sure.
We do.
We got a couple weeks.
Then-
we got a month yet, or 25 days yet.
Well, I mean, next week will be the 7th. So that's our top 5 cringiest. The week
Sure.
after is the 4th. So we're 3 shows away
Yeah.
Mhm.
from Christmas.
I gotta buy
Which is
shit
pretty
for
nuts.
kids. You
then-
actually have kids. I have to buy shit for nephews and nieces. Samesies.
But yeah, so we'll stack up December.
Yeah, we
Then we do
will.
our thankful thing, or the 5 things,
Are
our
you-
bold predictions. Yeah,
Is it cringeworthy story or cringe storyline?
storylines.
This
Worst
whatever you
one.
think is the worst. Your opinion of the worst.
One of the worst things I've ever watched in a movie was probably when they electrocuted Shane's testicles.
I enjoyed that.
Oh jeez.
That's
I explained my porn history, but I enjoyed that.
Mine would be when Vince exploded in the car, then was back on Raw the next week.
Because Benoit murdered people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think they should
I'm
have.
just kidding.
I'm not dead, I promise.
I got out.
That story to me made no sense.
I was saying,
So-
well, worse than that was, remember Stephanie's fucking, what were they, a eulogy? Remember Stephanie's eulogy on SmackDown? Oh, that was
Dude,
rough.
This is gonna be fun to research. So I'm gonna watch all these clips of old shit and like, oh my
I
god,
got you too.
Eminem or
dude.
Vince McMahon introducing the NWO like during
Oh, the chair.
The chair.
The chair
Oh,
turn.
he's
I
in
remember
the
watching that live. Yeah. The end.
Dude,
W.
recent shit like Mick Foley introducing the 24/7 title, and he's
That's-
like, yeah, this thing.
Oh, let's not forget when Mae Young gave birth to a hand. That's a
Ew,
classic.
ew.
From
That
Sexual
happens
Chocolate.
nowadays. It's 2022. That ain't shit.
Disgusting.
Remember when he came back as an adult at a reunion show? That was
Remember
fun.
is Lana and fucking Rusev's wedding thing?
Oh, that was
with
really
Lashley?
bad. Yeah.
Top 5 worthy?
And then Liv came out.
Yeah,
and
it's
was
like,
awesome.
Ew.
scissor me, Lana.
Yeah.
That's something I can get behind.
I feel like
That's weird.
Like
Then it went away.
Yeah, it was like
Then it just stopped. Like I feel like a lot of mine's gonna be like storylines that started and like for no reason Vince like fired everyone. It's like in the draft when Hit Row went 3rd round.
Yeah.
Hit Row went really high in the draft, and a week later everybody
They're
that got drafted is
fired.
fired.
They're
Yeah.
fired.
So for when Liv came out, it was like you got people, instead of getting cheers, there was a lot of confusion. Like, I don't understand.
she'd been gone for like
Yeah.
months. And then
then
this was like
she's
a
like-
random like for no reason. Like
Yeah.
I love you, Lana.
It's like, what?
Ew,
It's like, all
gross.
right, this is awkward.
It's awkward.
This is 2021, guys.
That'll be fun.
That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one.
I'm down. I like it.
We're gonna random ones.
I'm in it to win it. Like, I did like Shane. You brought up Shane's testicles. I did like Shane versus Kane. I liked because it was like a revenge story because
The
Kane
story
tombstone
was fine. That was just- that
we gotta
moment
get
in
that on video.
particular-
Chuck saying that.
I'm glad you brought up Shane's sister.
We need that on video too.
Look, you
He
know,
too Kane Tombstone Linda and showed how to get revenge.
Dude,
You know?
I'm gonna clip you saying,
We're clipping
I'm glad
that.
you mentioned Chain testicles, and I'm just gonna clip where you say in my mouth. And I'm gonna combine them together.
Kane's one of my favorite wrestlers. I'm not arguing.
Look, like I watch reels a lot. Like a lot.
Sure.
We need to start making some.
We do. We have plenty.
I'm going to try to start that tonight. I usually leave my laptop so I don't lose it. Yeah, I'm 32 years old, lose shit like that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take it home tonight and try to put some reels. We need some reels, dude.
I don't know how to do reels. That's all you guys. That's beyond my
Jimmy with
comprehension. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work on them. My issue is I know how to do it, but when I go to share it, I want like it to be there and you just click and it plays. When I post it, it's like it shows YouTube. They have to click it, then wait for it to load. Like, I want it to be like
now.
Well, Jimmy said he could show me.
All right.
It's my fault. I never did reach back out, but whatever.
They
I'll
will
reach out tonight during AEW. He ain't doing nothing important.
Yeah, it's already been on for half an hour.
It is.
And guess what?
You got more
We
views.
didn't miss anything.
Man.
We ain't missing out.
Wow. Wait, so we pissed 2 people off.
That's okay.
I think that wraps it up.
It's no problem.
Yeah, I got to figure out who sexfine.biz is.
Yeah,
Well,
sure she's hot.
They messaged 3 times.
Thank you all for watching this lovely episode of RSH regularly scheduled hostilities. If you did not enjoy the show, we are almost 2 hours in, so it's kind of on you.
Your problem.
And thank you, Bennett, for joining us tonight.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Always a
Thanks for
pleasure to
having
have
me
you.
back. Sorry to get us off topic for everything.
It happens. I mean, you did bring up. I get it.
You ever just smoke pot, just want to talk about life? Like, this
There
is
you
what's
go.
going on here.
I'm not very good at life.
No, just random topics in life.
I'm good at that.
There we go.
Be sure to check us out for, I'm not sure why I'm saying this to you guys who are watching live, but if you did not watch live, be sure to check us out on one of our audio platforms. We're pretty much everywhere. Spotify, Apple. That's all I know off the top of my head. And until next time, fellas and ladies, continue to fear regularly scheduled